conditioning is everything.
The ambulance.
The ambulance. Yes. All right, Naga Siren Band down. Woo! No Naga for this entire tournament, guys. Pretty exciting stuff. I'm very happy about that.
She barely made the cut today. She was number 11 on the bans by 1 vote, so no Naga.
Yeah, that's great.
Very nice.
You know who played Naga Ags first the other day? I don't know if Purge is here, but Cinderin.
Oh.
In a tournament.
Really?
So, I guess we'll think about that one.
Yo, did you buy Earn first, though, or something?
Straight Ag.
Brown Boots Ags.
He learned from Big Papa. Right.
Oh, good. I'm
Chaos
sure they
Knight
won.
and Ancient Apparition.
Wow.
We have seen Chaos Knight now. We've talked about it before, but he is very much, it's got to go well. If it goes well, you just annihilate a game in 19 minutes. If not,
I mean, they got the old combo
kind of
here.
garbage. Yeah,
It's like an original dual lane combo.
So cold feet, and then you reality rift. They can't get out of the cold feet. You get the guaranteed stun, drop the chaos bolt. There's some synergy there.
Sure, of course. But I don't know. Now maybe Complexity is thinking about, okay, what if we can find something that puts on a lot of pressure on Chaos Knight and makes him just garbage tier? I mean, that's the only real problem with him. He has a super great peak time, and then after that, it's just people can find ways.
Yeah,
to
what
deal
would
with
be
it.
your guys' best hero against CK? We talk about like
That
AoE
Brewmaster
is
was
good.
pretty hilarious.
Honestly,
yeah, Brewmaster's the level 1. What is it called? The Purge.
Oh, it's just the Purge on the Wind Panda. I don't know what the actual name is. But yeah, Dispel
Alright.
Summons
Dispel
or something.
Magic.
But that's for like the early levels, right?
Yeah.
What about when CK is stacked?
I
Like,
mean,
what
I think
hero?
heroes like Lion and Pugna can be good tools because they instant kill illusions, and that's where he gets overwhelming. I mean, it's not amazing, but that is, like Pugna with Aghanims, for example. He's just
How about like?
Legion
What do you think
Commander.
of Timber?
Yeah.
Legion
Legion
Commander.
Legion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's also good.
Check this one, guys. I'm going to say something you're not going to believe, but Winter
Wow.
Trent,
I mean,
you're
it's
so good.
Complexity again.
Great job.
They were the ones who did it.
There you go. So
Batman
talk to me a
Trent.
little bit more about that, Mr. Trent. Why is Brewmaster so good against Chaos Knight?
Well, when you press the ultimate, you become the blue panda
Okay,
man
you don't have
who
to
likes
talk to
to
me like
throw
I'm an
people in
asshole, I'm
tornadoes.
just-
10 seconds remaining.
Go ahead.
But he has this other ability that's rarely used or that good for anything that
5
dispels a bunch of
seconds
stuff. I mean,
remaining.
it's good, but this is one of like the best uses for it. It just kills all the phantasms, but only in like the
Reserve
early
time.
game because it does a bunch of bonus damage to summons, and it's enough to eliminate them all. Right
Dispel
off the bat.
Magic, I believe, is what it's called.
Yes, I think that sounds
Very
right.
nice, Mott.
Mott
Thank
with
you.
the knowledge
That's what I'm
bomb.
here for,
Yes.
guys.
Got him.
Yeah,
That's great.
thank goodness.
But I
He can
actually
read the
think,
skills on Wiki.
Don't patronize me, Shannon.
Is Winter
I didn't even
Wyvern
know he
pretty
could
good
read.
against Chaos Knight? I mean, great early game aggression and keeps him kind of his laning experiences bad. You can ult after he ults and pretty much insta kill anyone on his team, maybe even himself, right? I mean, Winter Wyvern's ult affects illusions, doesn't it?
I think so. Purge,
Yeah.
can you confirm?
It should, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wyvern
work.
ult is really good against CK. That's
Yeah.
actually pretty
The,
good.
the hard part is you'd have to hit somebody that isn't
10
CK,
seconds remaining.
or you'd have to gamble on if it's him or his illusion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
true.
thing, right?
Oh,
5
yeah.
seconds
That would be an
remaining.
issue.
But anyway, one of the few situations where Wyvern is
Reserve
a
time.
great pick, I think.
I think Complexity had kind of a hard time with their bans right now because you can't really be sure as to what OG are doing because this could still be the roaming CK. If anyone knows about it, it's Complexity, right? They did it for Z-Freak.
Yeah, and it worked
I mean,
really
maybe
well,
not the
too.
strongest early game roaming duo in AA and Chaos Knight, but it if
Oh,
you
that
could
could
try to
be
counter
a-
the CK too hard, they
Is
could
it
just switch
possible?
sides.
Okay, let's say it's support CK, right? In
Right.
theory. Tri-lane with
5
Ancient
seconds
Apparition.
remaining.
I mean, you can because
That's pretty dirty.
if you have the way like the cold feet will work, right? As long as you get a
Reserve time.
decent stun on the CK, you can like guarantee they get locked in it. But that comes after a lot of levels.
I mean,
into the
still
stun.
pretty clowny. I think it's probably still.
I mean, it's
one.
elimination mode. It's got to be
Radiant
clowny.
team
How dare you? This
How
is a professional tournament.
You'll see the next major will be elimination mode only.
Hey, I mean, we
That would be
got
sick.
single elimination.
Single
that
elimination mode?
Oh my
What the fuck are you talking?
That might be one of the most intense tournament formats I think I've ever heard of.
Jesus. People in the
Ruthless.
stands are just having heart attacks.
5 seconds remaining. Team pick.
Ooh, the
Oh,
Kunkka.
Kunker.
Okay.
I like this a lot. A lot of synergy again.
Do you guys think OG might be
Jerax.
gearing up for a
Jax
void
is so
pick
good
here?
on that hero.
Sure.
Who?
Yeah,
OG gearing up for a void pick with AA Kunkka?
of course.
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's awful.
two
Shut up,
separate
Zio.
opinions.
Thank you,
We're
Trent.
back to that strategy.
I would say
10
yes,
seconds
and Suns
remaining.
fan can argue against it because OG they do that a lot. They like to have
5
two
seconds
kind of big team
remaining.
fight heroes do a lot of AoE. They're a great team fight team, and Void just makes it so
Reserve
easy
time.
for AA and Kunkka to land those kind of wily ults.
what
Suns fan, why not though?
I was not listening. I'm sorry. What?
Trent was the one that said nay.
Well, the thing is,
Oh,
AA
Trent
is
said it.
all-
Oh, forget it then. He's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
right.
Well, you don't really want to chrono into AA ult. That's not really like I don't view that as the point. You're not trying to hit it onto like 5 heroes. You're trying to hit it onto that one guy who you really want to kill. So you don't need chrono. You just need one stun.
Oh,
Doesn't have
yeah.
to be
Chrono's
this
OP
giant.
with cold feet though.
Exactly.
I mean, that's true. but
Especially
then you still
Ancient
have the face of
Apparition,
Sword.
level 25, 3 cold feet charges into a chronosphere.
Wow.
How are you gonna get him
my
level 25?
apologies.
Well, in that case,
You get a Midas, you play him mid solo. You'll get there eventually. You just wait 45 minutes.
Are we doing this again?
Thank
Midas mid
Hey,
solo into
this
Ags
is
and 25.
elimination mode is all about theory
10
crafting, all right?
seconds
well, that's
remaining.
not an untrue statement. How do we feel about Sniper right now? We mentioned him in our
5
opening
seconds
today,
remaining.
but one of the heroes that's been banned pretty much every day. Do you think we'll see him pop in? Oh, okay, OD.
Hey, if there's ever a time,
Yeah. Do you call
it would
one
force
Sniper?
us to be a really weird, like, awful. Because we assume it's gonna be 747 on the Brewmaster again, since he played it very well the other time, and we also are kind of assuming it's gonna be an Underlord for monkeys. So, kind of tough to squeeze in a sniper
Who's-
counter pick here.
Yeah.
I think they need
10
more against
seconds remaining.
Chaos Knight. We talked about heroes that are good against illusions, but the issue, a lot of them are
5
so
seconds
squishy. They're talking about
remaining.
Pugna, Lion. I don't think those are way too squishy. And
Radiant
then like
team
Zeus,
back.
probably too squishy. Sniper's
Alright.
just really far away.
Oh!
They want.
They can't catch him.
First Sniper of the tournament right here in the grand finals, boys. Thanks,
See,
Puck.
this is a
Classic
really
OD
good silver edge game for CK actually.
Oh boy.
Can potentially catch up to Sniper, can take off Brewmaster's
10
evasion.
seconds remaining.
Get rid of Atrophy Aura.
That'd be fun
God,
to.
I
Can
can't
you
wait.
fit that build into
5
a CK
seconds
though?
remaining.
Absolutely.
Seems
First
kind of
item.
awful.
First item, Lothars.
Silver
You've-
Edge.
You've
CK.
questioned me before, Trent. Okay?
yeah, you're right.
I mean, don't you want to stop off for an
And then the
armlet
Orchid
first, at
Clinks has
least?
just kept happening.
Watch this be an Aghanims Chaos Knight game.
Alright, I'm actually
That's
so
right.
worried here because
Dire team
OG
ban.
before taught me something new this tournament. What a great counter to Disruptor Kunkka can be. We saw it
Yes.
before where anytime Disruptor tried to glimpse, he just super quick put on an X marks the spot and brought him right back.
Yep.
And that's the #1 utility of Disruptor, I would say. So, I mean, I'm pretty spooked here. Sniper as well
seconds
against a
remaining.
Chaos Knight if he gets, as you guys were saying, any kind of initiation.
5
Whew,
seconds
it's gonna
remaining.
be dirty. And even if he doesn't, Outworld can probably just take Sniper in a 1v1, couldn't he?
Reserve time.
Usually.
Yes.
Technically, there's a way to counter that, though, right? The glimpse thing, because you just bring him back into Static Storm, and then you have 8 seconds to kill him, or whatever the X is. Because he can't actually select it.
No. Kunkka would cast X on an ally that
On
gets
allies.
glimpsed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Depends
his
on
buddy
himself,
would get dragged back, and then that's
Yeah, if
even
he gets,
better.
that's the counter. You drag him back.
Yeah, but then he's only silenced. You have to kill him in that window.
10 seconds
Yeah, but
still-
it's a support Kunkka.
Yes.
You can do it.
So if you
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
if you
But it is
drag back
Jerax,
and ult
that's
to
the issue.
support Kunkka, I think you've already won.
Hey, that's one
great.
support for one support. What's wrong with that?
Sure. All right, last
I think
pick.
OG really read what Complexity are up to here. Just this whole idea of like this Brewmaster gets farmed, we fight with him, and then we have an Underlord who has these auras, and we just want to like push and win before your
10
CK does
seconds
anything. So like our
remaining.
Brewmaster win panda, we're gonna use that to try and cancel out CK as much as we can early,
5 seconds
and then just
remaining.
face rush you guys down with something like that Lycan. But I guess that is not what's gonna happen here, and it'll just be I guess the assumed 3 cores as before.
Yeah. The final pick Rubik for Complexity. So OG, a little bit of flexibility here, but I think likely support
seconds
Kunkka. So
remaining.
looking for the offlaner now.
How much work
5
can Zfreak
seconds
do with
remaining.
Rubik this game? I don't feel like
Eh.
it's
It's not an
Odie-
amazing Rubik
Odie's a
game.
great steal hero.
Reserve time.
so stealing Astral,
Torrent is
X
good.
potentially.
Yeah.
Just about any CK ability. He could do Reality Rift and then Telekinesis. That's like anti-Blink Dagger, dude.
Yep.
Okay. I can see that.
Anti-blink dagger. I like that. That's
10
good.
seconds remaining.
All right. Last one going out from OG. They only have
5
5 seconds left.
remaining.
And that's going to be a Spirit Breaker. Another great choice for catching up with Sniper.
Yeah.
Pretty good against locking down Brewmaster and
Yeah.
just exploding Rubik.
This could be a hard game for Brew. You're absolutely right. You start off with a Spirit Breaker charge. You follow up with a CK stun. You've got Cold Feet on top of that, plus the Magic Amp from the Vortex. Yeah, he could get blown up before that ult goes off, I think.
But he only has one job, and that is to make sure that CK is not having a good time.
Yeah.
So, and it's totally possible with the 3 pandas if he gets it off anyway. So, yeah,
Lane should be exciting from Complexity.
sure.
I guess we'll have like a sniper. Well, I don't really know, to be honest, because do you really want to put Brew against the OD? That sounds awful. Like, isn't the whole point of picking sniper that you're going to lane him up against him? So
I
then we
think
get like
so.
a Brew safe lane.
I think safe lane Brew is the play here. That at least secures him, like an early Blink Dagger or that fast Vlad's or whatever it is that he wants to go for first.
Yeah,
There's
sure.
there's some merit to that.
I hate to say this, but I think OG's got this one.
No.
I really like the
Yes.
Spirit Breaker.
They have great catch for Sniper, and I still don't think Cole has a great team against CK
So-
once he gets some items.
Well, like OG Complexity out of it, just based on draft merit. Does
Yeah.
anybody
Yeah,
think
OG.
Complexity won this draft?
I mean,
I
they
do
picked
not.
Rubik, so no.
I think it has a path to victory. I think if the Brewmaster does get going and the sniper just like gets really farmed, then CK won't come online fast enough. And it can work, right? This Underlord gets some auras going. They
Right.
do classic Complexity Dota, and they just 5-man.
Yeah, I think, but so if CK, this is my condition statement. Forget about the teams, right?
Yeah.
I think if CK gets items, I don't know how Cole stops him. I really don't.
Well, can't
Like,
Sniper do some work against CK? He just sits in the back and lays down some Maelstrom.
I mean, they
Maelstrom
have, they have
going.
Spirit Breaker for that. But
Yeah.
so
Yeah, okay.
How's this
Uh,
at the back? You
No,
can't-
I mean,
they have 2.
Brewmasters.
I'm trying to play devil's advocate.
I
Nobody
mean,
wants to watch
you're-
4 dudes agreeing with each other,
Dude,
Slacks.
I'm not. I'm being real though. I mean, I agree with you too. I like thinking about how it could possibly work, but I mean, I'm trying to work it in my head. Even if Disruptor gets off a great ult on CK and doesn't let him do his ultimate, he still has 2 people on the team
Hey,
that
I
can
had-
instantly catch up.
I haven't played Brewmaster in a while, but Drunken Haze is no longer AoE, if I'm not
Correct.
mistaken,
Right.
right?
It's just single.
Okay, because that would have been amazing against CK potentially.
In some ways, it's better though because it has the movement speed slow scales from 10 to 40 with 4 skill points. So it's really good against OD this game actually.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I think Cole has some good solutions. Like they've got lots of good AoE damage, like Sniper, Shrapnel, and Underlord. Wave is gonna be amazing against Chaos Knight. But I think they're weak on single target big time. So if they get behind, I think they're just gonna lose. They're gonna get steamrolled.
I think they'll be able to shut down either CK or OD in that early to mid game, but it's going to be hard to stop both of them. Like one of them is going to get that nasty farm and be out of control.
Yeah.
And
Also-
OG has an OP tri-lane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As well as like ganks mid too. If they do end up doing what we would assume would be the sniper versus the OD, it's also still pretty scary for the sniper because there's Kunkka and Spirit Breaker. Like if he just disappears in the offlane for 2 seconds, he might not be grabbing a bounty rune. He could just be running on mid setups from Astrals and Torrents, and
Right.
it could just be chaos for whoever they
Hey,
send.
You want to hear a weird interaction that I don't know the answer to? Maybe Purge can answer. If,
Sure.
If OD gets a Bloodthorn and he's drunken hazed up, does that give him True Strike onto Brew if he uses it on Brew?
I assume so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
The
can't
debuff
miss.
is on you, not him.
Oh.
You know what I mean? That's why I'm not 100% sure about the interaction with that.
I think I would assume that it lets you just hit because it'd be stupid that they didn't cover that. 'Cause
Right.
then
Yeah,
it
that
just
sounds
wouldn't
right
work
to me.
against
That
people
is sort of a
giving
weird
mischance.
mechanic, though.
That'd be like no.
All right, guys. One thing that we're not talking about is Underlord. They got all this great initiation team fight, but
What about
Underlord
him?
just takes him out of there, Benny boy.
I can read the description here. Applies accuracy on the target, causing all attacks done against it to not miss to evasion or blind effects. So it works
Okay.
both ways.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're good.
Well done,
Underlord
Trent.
is good this game against Chaos Knight too because he
I can
lowers
read the wiki,
stat-based
too.
damage.
What is good?
Atrophy Aura. Once he gets a couple
Oh,
points in
right.
it, it'll reduce a lot of Chaos Knight's damage.
Yeah, and Firestorm, it does percent-based damage, so it doesn't matter how beefy CK
Yep.
gets theoretically. It'll always deal a lot.
Underlord's got it, boy.
Yeah, I guess Firestorm
And
is
Fade Bolt.
okay against like defending high ground against mass CK illusions.
That's
like,
actually a lot of hero damage reduction, Fade Bolt and Atrophy Aura.
Pit of Mouse is OP against Spirit Breaker too, and it's very good against CK illusions. I think Underlord could turn these fights. We'll see.
I told you. Write it down, kiddos. Here we go. Underlord MVP, Complexity, squeezing by a victory. I'm down for Complexity. Let's go.
I think true complexity would go down 0-2. So OG. and the real comeback. That's how you do the real
The reverse
comeback.
sweep. That's what you're
Exactly.
betting on.
You have
All
to
right.
go all the way down. Not
Reverse
just
all
a
kill.
1.
God damn.
You don't see those too often. That would be a real treat.
All right.
Okay, guys, we've got game number 2, Complexity versus OG, Elimination Mode 3 Grand Finals. This is it. This is for the big kahuna, that $25,000 prize. First place is like 15, 12K, something like that. Slacks, it's quite the purse. That's why these teams are here, after all.
Indeed. It's all about the money. Well, let's drop it over to our boys, Mott and Purge.
I feel like that was a longer intro that I'm used to doing with you, Purge. Like, Kevin, you know I've got some long intros in me, but that felt 10 times longer.
It was pretty long. It was a long load, is what felt like. Maybe
That's
it's just
true.
the players were taking forever to pick their heroes. Actually, Jarek's going to spot out Z-Freak here.
Yeah.
So they know there's a reward there.
Telekinesis, he's bringing him back up to the high ground. That was pretty nice. Tries to go for the body block, can't get it. Jax is going to be able to walk out. Monkeys doesn't skill anything up yet. No pit of malice.
there's a
X
fight.
marks. No tails coming in. He's got the chaos bolt ready. 2-second stun now. They drop the the chilling touch rather, and Z-Freak is going to just go down to Jerax. He thought he had gotten them, but OG just runs in and finds an easy kill.
And thus, I want to take a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior Ancient Apparition support. It is so good offensively, and every pro player, maybe not every pro player, but almost every single one of them go for this, like, farming Midas, like, I'm playing 5A. You can play a 4A. I think it's completely reasonable. If you just get a little tanky on this hero, he's actually really good in combat because of skills like Chilling Touch.
Right.
And I would love to see Fly do that this game. Maybe something like an Atos or something.
Well, as a AA player yourself, Purge, what are the downsides to Ancient Apparition in this support role, both 4 and 5?
You're slow. You don't have a guaranteed lockdown. You can definitely be food against heroes like Sniper. Like Sniper's certainly a bit of an issue this game, but there's nothing really not that much wrong with going battle A. In fact, the last game that I saw Fly play A, he went for Midas, but he was just kind of always behind in farm, and it just felt like, what's the point of Midas? At least to me, that's how I felt about it.
Okay.
Whereas just dying a little bit less or having more nuke potential could get you a kill that would actually impact the game better than the Midas. So I think the Midas is a little bit off target build wise for A lately.
So how do you feel about the way the lanes are shaping up? Obviously, the Sniper OD, that's pretty standard stuff, but
Yep,
there are some
expected.
interesting lanes, I guess, for the most part. I mean, it seems pretty standard, all things considered.
Brew Safe is not standard.
Right.
That's definitely
Yeah,
the weirdest
that's-
one for
yep.
sure. I think Brew, I wouldn't necessarily want to call him a core or anything, but if he does want to go somewhere towards right-click damage at some point, he can do that. I think he absolutely needs his magic resistance perk at 15. I think that's super important to stay alive. But he'll probably go more standard. Even something like Ags is really great to go. So yeah, not too weird. I think the supports are just going to try to do their best to lower the offlane levels. I think that's the important thing this game against the Underlord and SB.
Jerax is already over towards Monkeys Forever. Just
Ooh,
making
S4
sure.
doesn't have charge here.
Yeah, he's
got
gonna get
bash.
Thunderstruck. Z-Freak has Telekinesis. He'll use it. He's rather tanky still.
So
He's got
tanky.
I mean, this freaking Poorman shield makes it so hard to bring him down. He just charges mid, and it's completely fine. He had just gotten level 2, by the way, which is why he made it out. So
Yeah, poor man's shield definitely making a big impact though. When these guys hit for about 50 damage, blocking 20 off the front, and then it being applied to your 7 armor means they're not hitting for much.
Monkeys, I think, is getting triggered by No Tail, consistently spamming Reality Rift. Jeez. All right, we're not gonna have our camera there.
That's pretty annoying. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
We're gonna just move it away from down bottom, and if something happens, well, whatever. It was No Tail's fault.
I do like this Blightstone build that Chaos Knight's been going. They just grab a Blightstone and they max out Reality Rift first. I think that's the way to play the hero. Chaos Bolt scale is awful. It's 25 damage per level and 0.5 seconds of stun on average. Whereas if you just max Reality Rift, you get it down to a 6-second cooldown. You can cast a lot because the mana cost is low. And that combos up really nicely with your Blightstone. You basically have an early Desolator in terms of minus armor.
I mean, Reality Rift is such a good ability. I feel like it's pretty underrated. It's 50 mana. It's got 8 armor reduction at the first level, which to me is pretty insane.
What? No, that's duration, not minus armor.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
1 to
I'm-
7 armor reduction.
I'm-
It used to give both bonus damage, and in some ways I felt that was better, but at least early game. But the minus armor is certainly better in the mid to late game.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying, though. I still think, even regardless, I think it's a good spell with very low mana cost.
I would say it was better level 1, level 3, level 5 before, but it's still definitely a very good skill. Definitely.
All
Just
right.
needs to reduce the cooldown. It's kind of crap there.
So far, so good for both teams, I think. There's a lot of farming coming out. Sniper, Anna, they're staying pretty much even, but so too are the safe laners as well, with Mu top lane and then down bottom, No Tail in the CK.
Yeah. Standard build here for Sniper to go 2 Wraith Bands in lane just because he wants to get his damage up as high as possible. Sniper has really low base damage and maybe not too much agility. No, looks like he's got good agility, just terrible base damage. So trying to make up for that with Wraith Bands. Super standard.
2 Wraith Bands, boots, no bottle, salve as well as fair fire. So some decent regen. S4 leeching experience, level 3 for now. We'll see when he gets involved.
So
they are
Monkey's
diving
getting
behind
dived
this tower. Jerax is looking for a Torrent or an X-Marks or something, and Monkeys has juked his way out. He's going to drop the Firestorm. There's the Chaos Bolt and the Reality Rift. The Cold Feet will go. Pit of Malice is up. Taking a lot of damage just fly. The X-Marks back. The Cold Feet will connect. And No Tail will help get the kill. And Telekinesis is back. He's under the tower. Pit of Malice, one more auto attack. They'll get the kill. Monkeys gets it done somehow. That's not a bad trade for Monkeys, getting that kill on No Tail.
It's a little unfortunate for No Tail that the moment that Z-Freak stunned him was when the tower started hitting, so he couldn't de-aggro in time.
Yeah.
And because of that, he took a couple extra attacks than he expected. But big levels there for Z-Freak, being able to rotate in time. Nice play by him.
Yeah. Telekinesis. And he'll find an Arcane Rune, or at least he'll try to keep it for his mid laner if he wants it. No. Jerax is going to X-Marks himself, and he's just trying to get the Arcane. But
it's really smart when he's that low on HP to use X to go for it. Mid lane, Sniper's at 19. The OD's at 18. Sniper has 8 denies, so doing a little bit better in the mid lane. But we'll see when the ganks start coming. That's really where things are going to get changed up a bit. SB's been getting a lot of levels this game. He's at level 4 now. Underlord sitting about the same, so he's also doing quite well. He's gone for 2 points in Atrophy Aura, actually.
They're going to jump on mid. Kinetic Field coming out. Telekinesis. This should be a pickup. Anna's going to fall. It's actually going to be Complexity that gets on the board first in terms of the mid lane gank. Nicely done.
That's really big, because OD is kind of a hero that he can play from behind, but it definitely helps to be ahead. He can get absolutely intimidating when he gets super far ahead, so a couple ganks like that are effective. And it's harder for them to gank the Spirit Breaker. That guy's got so much armor, but an ODA hero that has like decent armor but not amazing survivability is definitely a lot more possible. And if the ganks come with Sniper getting kills, then Sniper can accelerate and get out of control, whereas Sniper playing from behind is also kind of tough. So this mid lane matchup, I think, is super important for this game.
And as soon as he uses his Astral, it's a lot easier to make that kill for Complexity.
Yeah.
Saving it for himself would be better, but he was using it to farm before he realized there were some heroes there. So that's a good pickup, like you had mentioned. Still interesting farm. Offlane's getting not much CS, but experience-wise, they're about even. So there's very even net worth. There's very even experience right now in this game. The biggest kill, obviously, was what we just talked about. Anna going down and then No Tail dying earlier. They're still able to do okay. I mean, OG are in an okay position still.
I feel like the supports on OG aren't really getting that much done, at least. I mean, they did some rune control and stuff. They can maybe kill an Underlord here. Yeah, if he gets X off, this is a kill.
Yeah,
almost
you got it.
Sure.
Pit of Malice will go. Torrent's going to follow up, though, so Monkeys is going to get caught. He is tanky. There's a TP coming in. It's from Moo.
Oh, Moo's got 6.
Yeah, he's ready to go, but I don't think they can catch Jerax. He was able to get out, even with the Pit of Malice hitting up. Now, on the top lane, it looks like they're going to go for Melons, who actually uses the Glimpse back. He would have gotten the kill had he not used the ability. So S4's back to farming now, getting a lot more free roam here. And so Moo TP's down. He'll find an Invis rune, and maybe he can do something with this. But as of right now, he won't find anything. Not yet, anyway.
Unfortunately, he's going to walk into the ward now. Yeah. Now they see him popping it. This is actually a big loss if he just would have used it on the rune spot.
4 second stun on Monkeys, followed up by the Torrent. The Cold Feet will latch. Pit of Malice comes out, but now can Moo get anything done with this? He's going to use the split, looking for No Tail. No. Changes his mind, goes for Fly instead. This should be an easy pickup. No stick charge, nothing like that. Meanwhile, No Tail TP's home. They're going to use the Dispel, or rather the Invisibility, to Cyclone up with the Storm Panda now into the Kunkka. He's got 1 level of Torrent. Z-Freak is here with Telekinesis. They should be able to use it. They're going to use the Toss Boulder first. They stack their stuns, actually. Now back in his Monkeys, using the Firestorm. They have Fade Bolt, but Z-Freak doesn't have the mana for it. They don't need it. It turns into a 2-for-1 exchange with Monkeys going down previously.
Very, very lucky invis there from Moo, because he TP'd to the off lane just to take the fight. It didn't work out, and grabbing the invis allowed him to reinitiate. Otherwise, he would have had to walk across the whole map and lose a lot of time. So that was super lucky there for Cole. But either way, they used it well. Moo seems to be a little inexperienced on Brewmaster. Not quite microing his skills perfectly, but it worked out passably enough, and I'm sure it'll get better as the game continues.
And he's going to go for a Blink Dagger first. Meanwhile, No Tail will find Monkeys again down bottom. He missed that one. Pit of Malice was used, but they have so many abilities. They have a stun with Chaos Bolt into Torrent, followed up by the Cold Feet. If Monkeys walks into the lane and both supports are there, there's not really any way that he's going to survive unless he gets some TP support. So Monkey not having the greatest game to start things off here, Purge.
Yeah, but that's just such a good tri lane. Any heroes that reduce physical damage or resist physical damage, A is the best pick for that, because every time he casts Chilling Touch, every single one of your heroes does a bonus 150 magic damage to their attacks. They attack a little slower, but the bonus damage is worth it. Sniper getting ganked here. Nope, S4 going to give up
They're
on this
too
one.
close to the shrine. S4, TP back. He'll make it away. The TP was canceled, by the way, for whoever was coming into the shrine. I think it might have been Z-Freak. And F.R.I.E has smoked up. Jerax is nearby as well. They can still go for this. And they would have to charge again. 747 about to walk around the corner. He's going to find Jerax. The cold feet. The X marks will go. Torrent not there. Jerax doesn't go for it. They would have to dive under the tower again. And another TP. This time it's from the Disruptor. He can glimpse back. It's level 3. They're going to go for the OD, the Static Storm, but he actually uses the Astra on himself. He's going to put back. Yeah, he's still going to be there. Yeah, he's going to go for the TP now. The Pit of Malice will come out. He might make it away the Assassinate. Not in time. Z-Freak was so close. If he was just a half a step further, they would have gotten the telekinesis, and that would have been a kill.
That was a bit of a mistake there, actually, from Sniper. Most people learn this from Year Beast, but you can interrupt the TP, channeling Assassinate, if you cast it instantly. And he was just a little bit too late because of that, and as a result, he wasn't able to get the stun. But he probably didn't expect the instant teleport there by OD, but perfect reaction from Ana.
Yeah. Another death for Ana would have been troublesome, but now sitting only a little bit behind that of the Sniper, 400 gold. Top lane, Moose starting to pressure this tier 1 tower with the help. No Tail again, bottom Z-Freak. They get the kill. No
It
Tail.
was really well done. The S4 started the charge, and as SB was breaking Tree Vision, No Tail pulled him back with Reality Rift, so basically surprised him. 4 clarities that Chaos Knight just brought himself. Holy shit, dude.
He wants that mana, I guess. There's one way to do it.
I mean, he could buy a raindrop, right? But that gives you 0.85 per second. It takes you a long time. Whereas a clarity, you just pop that and you get, what is it, 3.8 per second? It's like 4 times more mana, and it costs less gold for him to buy 4 clarities. This is actually a really smart move. In some ways, justified over raindrops. So I feel like we never would have seen somebody do this before raindrops existed. But now it's justified.
Yeah, that's kind of nuts. I think he use it, of course. He can pop the clarities while farming, so he can have. You can always essentially have mana and whenever they want to fight. So essentially, if anybody comes down to this bottom lane and there's more than No Tail there, they're probably going to get a kill.
Yeah, because he's always going to be ready to do a lot. It's a cool build.
Home
the
Blink
Dominator
Dagger.
Standard. Yeah, I think Blink Dagger first is really important. Last time Cole played Brew, it was 747 on the mid lane. And without Blink, it's very difficult to get initiations off. It's just important that you jump in, clap, and ulti every single fight. And if you don't do that, I feel like you're not getting enough impact out of your hero. So the fast Blink, I think, is
Do
mandatory.
you think he's going to have mana problems without Arcanes or something
Nope,
like that?
because the level 10 talent tree, baby, plus 3 mana regen.
Yep.
It's so good. It basically justifies that you don't have to get Arcanes like you had to before. So definitely opened up Brewmaster's builds a lot.
Yeah, he's going to be picking one. Now there's a gank mid. They're going to go on to 747, the Shockwave. Pit of Malice with the cold feet, and No Tail gets the last auto attack. So they get involved. They finally kill the Sniper for the first time in the game. And No Tail is getting involved in a lot of these kills. This is the first time rotating out of the bottom lane, but the gank is successful. He even uses Phantasm there for it.
Well, and the coolest thing about it is he didn't even necessarily just run straight there. He kind of jungled through the jungle on his way to the mid lane. And then if he sees an opportunity, he jumps forward with Reality Rift. It's a cool way to still maximize his farm while also impacting the game.
S4.
Might go on Swindles.
Another strike is going to go underneath the tower. Melons. Another charge comes out, stunned up. The Chaos Bolt, 4 seconds. There's just nothing he can do. No TP reaction. They're chasing top lane now. Z-Freak and Moog getting chased down by Ana. Jerax. X-Marks is going to go. He's got his Primal Split if he wants to use it. The Torrent, not going to go. He actually blinks out instantly. That was a nice blink from Moog to make it away. Although I think Z-Freak is probably dead.
Yeah, they're having some trouble here. He can maybe... Oh, he's got a telekinesis.
He's got telekinesis and Torrent. They have vision on the high ground. Shrine. Oh, this is going to be a fight, I think. Telekinesis, Pit of Malice, Clap is going to come in. Moo's got the split. He's going to use it. S4 trying to charge out. Can't get there in time. 3 dead. Double kill for Sniper. They're going to use the Ice Blast. It'll do little to no damage. Jerax going to try to TP away. Shrapnel will go. Cyclone, it's there in time. Assassinate about to fly soon after. It's actually just going to be the auto attacks. 4 dead. Monkeys finds a double kill with the Firestorm. A big fight that complexity needed, and they're back in it.
Shrapnel plus Firestorm together is actually insane for how much damage it does. Those guys just, it looked like a Fatal Bonds combo or something. They all died so fast.
Man,
that was just incredible.
Z-Freak just baited them into the shrine. They just couldn't chase him down. And as soon as he hits that shrine, you know something's going to happen.
Yeah, they were basically taking about 150 magic damage per second just from Shrapnel and Firestorm. And they also had to deal with Pit of Malice as well to just be disabled farther. Like, they just were absolutely screwed there.
Oof. And now it's the Dragon Lance up for 747. The Hurricane Pike will be next. A couple of other big items coming out. We already talked about the Blink Dagger Anna is going to pick up Midas, so he knows that this game could go late. Assassinate
be an
coming out
S4
on
kill.
S4. Some damage to charge. Stop. There's going to be the Static Storm, but here comes the Ice Blast and the boat at the same time. 747 will get hit by both. Now No Tail coming in. Chaos Bolt, Reality Rift is there, and it looks like he will fall. A 1-for-1 trade staying a bit too long, but here comes Moo jumping in. Clap's not going to go. He's out of mana right now. The Pit of Malice coming in with the Firestorm on top of the Kinetic Field. I don't really know if they can do much here. Z-Free coming in. Torrent comes out. Jerax is solo. Another Chaos Bolt. 2 seconds for Reality Rift. They want the skill. The Phantasm goes. Moo jumps in. He's got the Clap. They want No Tail. Can they bring him down? Moo needs 1 or 2 more auto attacks. It's the Firestorm that'll do the job now. Anna and Jerax have to be careful. Walks into the Firestorm. TP coming back in. This will be from S4. They're going to use the Dark Rift. They want to get out. Here comes the Torrent coming through. They should make it away in time. And they'll get X marks onto Monkey's back. Still, it's going to be the rest of the heroes getting out in time. Another Ice Blast coming in. That's how long this fight has been. 2 Ice Blasts come out. They don't need the second one. Because guess what? The Astral will do the job. And Complexity, they're on the losing end of that fight.
Dire's middle tower
Yeah,
is
and even in the meantime, Fly's just been sitting bottom, continuing to farm, and he's got his Midas recipe picked up. We'll see if he can turn it into something good this game. Hopefully for him, he does. But OG's just kind of winning these fights or eking out a little advantage, but it's definitely close. In some ways, the Underlord ulti hurt Complexity there because it forced them to just be monkeys versus 2 heroes, where instead it could have been 3 almost killing the OD. Maybe he should have just canceled it. Might have been safer, honestly.
Yeah, perhaps. I think they might have been able to back regardless. I'm not sure. They're going to go for a fight bottom. Fly, who just is trying to get his Midas. He's so close to TP Fade Bolt. And that might.
You're all he has to do is not bash this one time, and you know you're going to get away, and that's all it took. Rough there for him.
I could just feel the rage seething through. All right. What am I supposed to do
Yeah,
there?
and they could have gotten a kill out of that as well, because if he just wouldn't have gone bash there, he would have probably ultied the Spirit Breaker as the support TP came in. And that could be a dead Spirit Breaker, but instead it goes the other way. 17%, man.
Yeah.
Changing games.
Always.
Sniper doing some jungling on the Ancients, but they're going to shift over and defend their tier 1 here.
His hurt.
They do spot disruptor.
Completion. Moose coming in. He's got his clap. He's not going to use the split. The shrapnel. Anna is slowed up like crazy. Level 2 Drunken Haze. And of course, more than that, the headshot coming out. Ghost Ship now is going to give him the rum. More Drunken Haze. Pit of Malice is there, and Anna is in trouble dead. Cast Bolt, Reality Rift,
Oh,
but
bad
actually,
rift.
it brings No Tail to the high ground. Meanwhile, Jerax is getting chased down. Assassin is going to come through, not needed. It's 4 dead. No Tail, the only survivor, and he gets a disruptor out of it. 747, he's going to spot him out now. He actually steals the Ogre Frostmage. No Tail getting jumped on. There's the Phantasm going to go. He wants to get the skill. They have the split coming through. No
Gone,
Tail in
Illusions.
trouble. He's going to get caught. The charge. Shouldn't be completed. Anna TPing in. He needs to be careful. A stone toss is coming through as well. Anna, he does have his Astral ready to go in 3 seconds. Pit of Malice. Assassinate's going to come through. The telekinesis from Z-Freak. The spell steal. And Moo will be on a mega kill spree. Now the Cyclone as well. The Root is back up onto S4. They are losing this fight so hard. The charge, the Ghost Ship, they will get 747 out of it at least. They turn it around, and now they shrine up, and now you've got to be careful. The Glimpse back from S4, or onto S4. They're going to Dark Rift. The Static Storm will go. Do they have enough damage here is the question.
Cancel monkeys.
And the Astral will save it. His life, and he
Okay.
decides not to cancel.
No, it's enemy. Yeah, I got it.
And they did
That was a
get the
Rubik
kill.
Astral. So I think they got him low enough where they're like, okay, I think this will kill him good. What a crazy game. This has been insane so far. All the fights have been really close. Sick plays from both sides. Like, I haven't even been able to had time to talk about that first engagement yet, but I think everybody's been playing really well the last 5 or 6 minutes, using their skills amazing. It's been crazy. So no big towers. You know, notice the item of this game is actually Midas.
Yeah.
I think we have like 3 right now.
Yeah, there's the third was picked up by Moo. We don't have any more other than that besides Fly. But
Yeah, his is not quite ready. But this is what the thing I'm talking about. Like, what if he spent that 1,500 gold on like a power treads and a full magic wand and a raindrop or something? There's some fights where he might have just not died.
Yeah.
And instead it becomes this really slow Midas thing. I get that leveling your hero up's great and all, but
Anna,
know.
Do they want to go for this? Complexity seem a little hesitant here. He's got Astral, good torrent, glimpse back. There's the Pit of Malice, the Assassinate, see you later. Monkeys finds the kill.
Swindles is doing so well pressuring the OD this game. It's like the Banish is amazing for saving allies, but when you have to deal with Glimpse and he just saves his ultimate, like he fell for it the first time that he ganked him, but he hasn't fallen for it ever since then. He's been playing perfectly.
Jarek's getting jumped on. S4 still staying hidden. Here comes the Firestorm. Ghost Ship is going to come out, but he's already dead. TP in from No-Tail. They needs to be careful. Telekinesis will come. This Static Storm, the Kinetic Field, he almost brought him out of it with the Telekinesis. Now the Pit of Malice, they have the damage. Who gets the clap? The split is up. He'll use it now. They're going to try to go to work here. No-Tail in a lot of trouble. Another death going his way.
God.
Monkeys finds a kill. Glimpse back onto S4. They stole the stun from Z-Freak, the Chaos Bolt. 4 dead. Mech now up for Monkeys, and the Tier 2 tower gone.
This game just feels over. There's insane HP regen coming out of Monkey's items. The Brew's consistently just splitting every time and completely counteracting the Chaos Knight ultimate. I mean, this game just looks over. Moo even went for the attack speed perk so he can just slap people and do more damage.
No mana regen for him. Yes,
He just doesn't care. He feels super ahead now.
Yeah.
And he is.
He is very far ahead, but the Midas now, his treads are out. No-Tail's been killed numerous times. Still pretty good farm, all things considered. He's trying to get an armlet now, and I don't blame him, considering how this game is going.
On which hero? On No-Tail?
On No-Tail, yeah.
Yeah, this is one problem, I think, with the way that a lot of pros play Chaos Knight, is that Helm is good for the regen, obviously, and the base stats are okay, but it definitely doesn't make your illusions very tanky early, and I think that's really important, especially against heroes like Brew, who are going to shred illusions. Now, I haven't done the math on the split to see how much damage it actually does. Maybe Armlet wouldn't keep them alive, but even if it would keep them alive for like a second or two, I feel like something like an Armlet could be a better buy as a first item. Because Helm just doesn't give you that much damage. It's actually does almost nothing there. It does utility, and it helps you like split push, but
this
it's
charge,
not everything.
S4 is very far away. He has a Blade Mail. Ice Blast going to miss the Static Storm now. Moo ready to fight. No split. Top comes out, and S4 is dead. I think he was waiting for his team, and then they started TPing out. Anna's like, okay, everybody's up here. I'm going to go bottom instead.
I love this Moo build so much. He's got insane attack speed right now. He needs a damage
Radiance?
item.
Question mark?
Fine, Radiance.
Radiance, okay.
The aura will apply when he splits, so it's still going to be good even if he's splitting. And it gives him a raw right-click item to combo with all of the stupid attack speed he's got between Midas Treads and his perk. It's beautiful. This is the item he needs, and he's just going to scale as a carry now. This is actually going to completely work. And it's going to provide evasion, or mischance that is, against OD, against Spirit Breaker, against Chaos Knight. I think this game's like being rounded out so easily by Cole right now.
And the Sniper is also going for what we expected with the Maelstrom against the Chaos Knight. I mean, pretty solid build against the Illusions, getting them down. And I think they are in a very good position. I mean, you look at the net worth, they're obviously in a very good position. 7,500 net worth advantage, 10,000 experience advantage. And they're looking to find more. Telekinesis, S4 does have no charge. 6 seconds. Chaos Bolt, a 4-second stun. Static Storm not there. Moo could come in with a clap. S4, he's got the charge back up in one, but the Assassinate should be there. It flies and gets the kill just as he starts charging away. And Ghost Ship, meanwhile, comes out towards that top 2 tower, but it's just to clear out the creep wave, I believe.
Yep, pretty much that's all they can do right now. They don't even feel like they can stabilize here.
No, Fly. And his Midas is it's off cooldown.
Yep. Rough game. Rough game now for OG. Cole is just snowballing over them. The one hero that looks like the hero to kill a sniper, but he's got Hurricane Pike. He should be able to get out of fights pretty fast here. He's picking up a Basie. That'll finish his Aquila, and then he'll go for a Maelstrom afterwards. By the way, correct a mechanics mistake I made last game. Basie and Vlad's actually don't stack armor or mana regen-wise, so I was wrong on that one. But either way, Aquila finishing for Sniper is still worth it. It's amazing damage, and it will increase his armor a bit if the Vlad's aura is not nearby.
They have a pipe coming out too for the Underlord after the mech is done. I don't know if you mentioned this, but that's huge.
It's a good pick. Very good against AA, definitely, and against Kunkka as well. So I think they need it. Vlad's afterwards, certainly, they need like Vlad's AC kind of stuff, and then there's like no way they die in fights. It's pretty close to that limit here.
Right now for Complexity, it's just keeping the waves pushed out and keeping OG hemmed in their base. The past maybe 5 minutes or so, anybody that's come outside of like the tier 3 towers and down to the low ground has been essentially targeted and killed, with very few exceptions. And Jerax is running and trying to keep this bottom lane pushed out as Monkeys is going to cut the wave and clear it. They can think about heading to Roche at some point in time, but we'll see.
It's kind of like the difference of shoot, I lost my train of thought. It's the difference between having a Spirit Breaker or not. This is like the second game, I think, of Elimination Mode that I've seen at least, where SB is losing and just doesn't have any map control, and the enemy team is putting tons of pressure on. It must be really tough to feel like that. They just don't have gank potential because they got behind.
Yeah, it seems like every time he charges, he either the charge gets canceled or he gets turned around on, like the charge top lane where he tried going to the sniper. He just didn't have any backup. You're right. S4, this has got to be a frustrating game for him. And now they have even more defensive capabilities for Complexity, as we talked about. The pipe is now up. Top lane, this could be a kill here on Z-Freak. Chaos Bolt is there. Move finds a kill on Anna in the meantime, but it looks like Z-Freak is 100% dead. So they finally get back on the board for the first time in what seems like a while.
It's a good try by Z-Freak. I actually really like this Power Treads build on Rubik. Gives them attack speed to make the plus 60 damage perk good. Can he live?
His Dark Rift is level, I think it's 2? Oh, he's going to get X marks. Yeah, he's done. He gets the tower, though, at least, which is nice. He did a lot of damage. That Firestorm almost killing No-Tail. He has the armlet. He's going to die! He goes down, even with the armlet. Oh, my God, No-Tail, no. And now the rest of the team is coming in. It's going to be Jerax about to fall out. 747 jumps in, gets the kill. Ghost Ship will come. Glimpse onto S4. Blade Mail is up, but there the clap is. The Assassinate will fly out, not even needed. Moog gets a godlike spree. All of a sudden, 4 heroes are dead. Z-Freak's not even there. It was like a 3 versus 5 fight the entire time. And that no-tail death has to be one of the most frustrating things in the world.
Amazing, dude. And that's why you get the 10% spell amp perk. It is very clear on Underlord, especially when you need AoE like this, because the more HP they have, the more it does for the burn over time. And it clearly paid off big time there against Chaos Knight.
Yeah.
So they've almost got the Radiance finished as well. This game just feels so over. And Cole has been everywhere, too. It hasn't even been this like 5-man thing. It feels like a pub. They're playing pub Dota right now, and they're completely crapping on OG.
Yeah, but the way they're playing, though, the supports especially, Z-Freak and Melons are having huge impact in this game. They're combining up. They're doing a lot what OG did last game. Obviously, there's less team fight wombo combo, but Complexity are finding ways to initiate. They're bringing heroes back in position to where they can get kills, and they're setting things up in such a way that Complexity is in such a good position.
Yeah, they're in a really good spot. Going to be able to take Roche here. They've got wards up. It looks like OG's going to try to take the fight here. They only smoked about 3 of their heroes, but this is going to be a great Ice Blast to start it.
There's 2 coming in. Anna looking to fight. He's got Sandy, Static Storm. Can they telekinesis him back? Yes, they can. No-Tail. He can't afford to die this early in the fight. The armlet will go. Still alive for now. The Assassinate will fly, and he should fall. Moo actually gets the kill before it's even there. S4 getting caught now. The medallion up and on him, and he's just done. No-Tail has to buy back. Anna now getting reality rifted up. Z-Freak is setting up so many kills. Astra will be used. Z-Freak can steal it in about 3 seconds. Not even needed. Anna will fly down next. No-Tail Cyclone. He just bought back. Phantasm is ready to go, but he needs to stay alive. Good Ghost Ship. Telekinesis will come through. The clap is there. And he's going to use the Phantasm, but how long can he stay alive? Reality Rift outside of the kinetic field. He wants to get at least a kill out of this. There's the Hurricane Pike, and No-Tail will die a second time in a row. It is down for 65 seconds, and they're not done yet. Z-Freak looking for Fly. He's got another telekinesis. Ice Blast stolen by Z-Freak. The taunt to top it off. Complexity are styling in game number 2.
They couldn't. The CK couldn't even kill the sniper there. He just didn't have the damage. He just keeps getting chain disabled and everything. Just gets blown up.
Man, this is nuts. And they're pushing down mid, man.
And that's Atrophy Aura. That's Pipe. That's Mechanism. That's Helm of the Dominator. Like, Sniper has like 20 HP per second just because of the items that Underlord has.
Monkey
insane.
was stealing like 145 damage there for a moment, and he is hitting very hard, actually. I imagine this is Rax because No-Tail's not alive for another 18 seconds or so. They're going to get at least melee here. S4 thinking about another striking. He's going to maybe change his mind. Jarek's going to get caught. Ghost Ship will come through. Ice Blast sails. Hits onto 2. Nicely
Decent
done.
combo.
The pipe will come out, and that's going to stop the majority of the damage. Meanwhile, Jarek's is going to get assassinated and killed in Malice as well. X marks back into Monkeys. No-Tail will finally respawn. And S4 is going to charge in looking for Moo. Moo, does he have a split up? He does. He's got the ratings for coming out. Static Storm. See you later, Anna. No-Tail trying to fight. Split not even used. The cold feet was up, and No-Tail dead again. And it feels like this game is all but over, and in fact it is. As GG is called Complexity. They even it up at 1 apiece, Purge.
Their draft completely worked out here. The OG lineup just didn't get enough traction in the mid game, and most importantly, the pressure that came towards OD shut down his ability to do anything. And when you have an off-lane Spirit Breaker, your playstyle is pretty straightforward, and at some point you shifted to a support playstyle. So by hard countering the CK with the Brew Pick, and by shutting down the OD, they pretty much stopped everything that OG could do that game.
The rotations from the supports was absolutely outstanding from both Z-Freak and Melons. The pressure they applied, Monkeys being involved in the Underlord, we've seen the strength that he could provide on that hero. A solid all-around game for a team that I think a lot of people thought would get 3-0'd in this tournament, Purge.
I think so too. I didn't think that they would necessarily get 3-0'd, but they clearly showed some drafting prowess here. Their lineup worked together, it came together. And that's going to take us to an ad break. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back in just a second with game number 3.
Let's throw it to the ads.
just tiring themselves out. I mean, they had.
Are we all still in the pool? I
10
had Arc
seconds
Warden,
remaining.
Enchantress. Mott had Arc Warden, Gyrocopter. No,
5
Brood
I think
Mother. I'm
it-
sorry,
Yeah.
Brood Mother.
Right.
That's
And
an excellent choice
Slacks,
as
who
well.
did you have?
I guess I'm gonna say Arc Warden Shadow Shaman.
Shadow Shaman,
gonna
yep,
go
that's
there.
what you had.
I feel like he.
That was me.
Well, I said it
You
too,
just,
but
and you can bandwagon. That's fine. It's
I'm not
okay. Some
bandwagon.
people bandwagon, and that's okay.
What did
Morphlings
Sunsfan
have
say?
judge you.
What was
Sunsfan?
Sunsfan's
I'm
hero?
copying Zyori, Enchantress.
Enchantress.
We're all
Okay.
bandwagoners
So we're
here.
all still in. We're all still in here. All right.
All right.
5
So Magnus
You know who
first
hasn't
pick?
been picked? I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Radiant
Or
team
maybe he has one game actually. It was Lich.
What?
Been very underpicked.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
in
remember we
one
talked all
game.
about
Yeah.
the added
Yeah, the-
armor to buildings and
Yeah,
how
but
amazing
that
it is
Lich
at level
was
25.
half a carry. That level 25 Scotty
Yeah, he
pickup on
was
him is incredible.
Sieging the base and whatnot. That's
Yeah.
the only game I think he's been.
Well, we'll definitely see
even
him again.
discussion.
He has a lot more utility
10
than
seconds
fucking.
remaining.
Yeah.
You know
whatever
who
your
also
wife
is
said.
still in?
Rasta.
Master Troll.
5
So
seconds
when you see
remaining.
a
Oh,
Magnus
yeah.
opener like this for OG, of course PA comes to mind.
Yeah,
We've talked
ban
about
that.
that.
Shit.
Reserve
Quick.
time.
Well, but that's
Void.
the thing. Complexity can't ban here. OG will get one pairing with the Magnus. Faceless Void is another one, and Troll. I think those are probably the big three in terms of
I
empower.
don't think you don't necessarily want Void and Magnus.
Not
I think it's fine,
necessarily.
'cause the
I'm
chrono
really
doesn't
more
matter
talking
when
about
he's
empower
empowered.
synergy, not team fight. But
Although
I
I
know, I
agree,
know.
you don't really want them into tied.
You definitely prefer Troll. You think Cold steals Troll here?
I don't know.
You
if
could also
it's
go
that
PA
worth.
if you're OG as
yeah,
well.
I think PA still fits the bill.
No, God, get rid of that PA if you're complexity. We've seen that hero do things that no PA should be able to do with a Magnus. Just completely nonsensical drafts, but you give her a free cleave and it's unreal. So just pick it. I don't even care. Make a strategy with PA. Don't let OG get it.
We got some other fun heroes still left though. We have the Necrophos, bigger guys in terms of like actual current meta heroes.
Dire
Ogre
team
Magi is still in the pool. That'd be a great take for OG, I
Hey, Banana Mancer, Radiant
Z-Freak
side.
Venno.
So yeah, the
Yeah.
jungling stuff is definitely available here. Power farm.
That's
in
weird
the
that
early
you would
game.
pick this so early because OG can punish pretty hard depending on what roamer they get.
Yeah, that was a very
Radiant
strange
team
pickup.
ban.
But
Okay,
There's
that's
the
cool.
troll.
Wow,
Warlord
they do
can
go
come
for
out.
it.
Good call, Suns fan.
We should get Fog
What-
on the panel.
What's
That
the best
way-
roamer?
Get absolutely
Who owns
thrashed.
Who owns Venomancer as a roamer? I would say Ricky is hilarious, but we never see Ricky anymore.
If you know
He's
it's a
kind of good
jungling
against
Venno,
tied
though.
though because Kraken doesn't work with the smoke,
10 seconds
true.
remaining.
and you could combo it with RP. Honestly, if there was a Ricky game, this isn't a bad one.
5
Yeah.
seconds
I
remaining.
mean, I guess Bounty Hunter is
Dire
kind of the gold
team
standard to
ban.
go up against the jungling Venno, but of course that's removed. Elder Titan, another one of the OG heroes, one of the few teams
Radiant
to actually
team ban.
pick the Titan.
Out, and they run it very well too. So come on, ban the PA. Don't.
And we
don't
assume
do
this is going to be an offlane Magnus, right? Because not only S4, but it's also tends to be the most common way you actually see the hero now
Yeah.
in the new patch. Plenty of it in Mr. Cat, which I'm sure you guys have all been watching. I know regularly when I have Mr. Cat casting, there's about 25,000
seconds.
You know,
viewers.
Trent,
So
we've all been getting up
You're-
early
you're
to
all
cheer
there.
you on, buddy. We
Yep.
wanted to make sure you had
Oh,
some
I know, I
support.
see you
5
guys
seconds remaining.
finally
all
responding to
been the
players.
We've
for
just been
elimination.
mysteriously quiet, silent lurkers.
Reserve time.
All right, a huge ban here. PA would be great. Faceless Void would be great. We don't want to see that synergy again. God, there's a lot of options of great people to ban. I'm really interested in what they do.
I think OG Ogre would be dope.
Dire
You
team
get
Yeah.
Bloodlust
ban.
and Empower. You can make any hero disgusting.
Viper. They go with the Viper ban.
Ooh.
But why? Why?
Well, they want to put something mid that gets owned by Viper, which is a lot of heroes. Maybe a melee.
I mean, it doesn't take that big of a brain to figure out how to get away from Viper, right? I mean,
Do you think
10
Necrophos
seconds
could be
remaining.
appealing for OG here? Get a little sustain as well as somebody that can like shut down
5
Tide
seconds
and whatnot.
remaining.
The only thing
Yes.
is he doesn't synergize with
Radiant
Magnus or
team
Troll.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Jakiro is an excellent pick for OG. They have no supports right now.
I would
And
have to
that
agree with you.
synergizes really well.
We've been really hyping
With
up
who?
Jakiro picks this tournament, given
Magnus.
how few
Oh,
we've actually
Magnus, I guess.
seen.
Hey, well, you know, good
Okay.
at pushing.
10 seconds.
We still have
remaining.
in terms of Jerax heroes, we still have the Tusk. If we want to go into some more adventurous
5
ones,
seconds
like actual
remaining.
aggression, probably the best one left. The Pudge is still in the pool, which is we've all
Oh
seen a great
shit!
hero.
We still got a Pudge in this pool.
Yeah, that's
And we're on
surprising.
EU
Somebody's
servers.
definitely getting them.
It's
This
important.
Dire team
There it is.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah.
EU
that'll be
server for
very-
Cole.
Oh, that's probably. I bet you that's a Swindles Veno now, and they'll just go like super poverty mode. Unless they want to do like move Veno, he could play that too. I'm sure.
I actually really like the Pudge pick from Complexity because, as we've been saying before, Troll and Faceless is a pretty decent combo,
10
especially with
seconds
Magnus as
remaining.
well. Now that's a pretty nice, easy counter. You can't just have a
5
If you
free
can
throw
hit
that's
your
free.
hook though with 200 ping, can you?
Can you?
That's true.
I don't know.
And versus
200.
EU, the servers
They have
oscillate
500 ping. I checked.
500.
This will be the greatest Pudge performance of all time with that ping.
Jesus! What kind of tournament are we running?
We're
And
playing
you
on
now get to 500 ping. Good luck.
we're playing on the Pakistani servers right now, guys.
Ah,
So
okay.
this Pudge is gonna have some major delay.
Yeah, I heard they had great servers in Dubai if you're in America.
Hey-oh.
It's good to have lockdown against Troll, though. The Dismember. One great way to stop Troll from going ham is stop him from auto-attacking. So
Stop
it's
him from doing anything.
yeah, it's a good,
Yeah.
amazing synergy.
Oh,
Well,
if
OG's
only-
missing all their supports.
Jerax
What kind of Jerax
Bloodseeker.
hero?
Jerax Bloodseeker or
Yeah,
Tusk,
maybe.
I think.
I really like
yeah,
the
I like
Tusk.
the Tusk. Yeah.
The
Oh.
Ricky's still good, honestly. It gets a little bit better with the Pudge and the channeling.
Like Sigil with Troll, he can chase people
What
down
if you
really
could
easily.
hook Snowball?
Hook Snowball?
That would be
Yeah.
weird.
That would be cool.
What?
Hooking a snowball.
What if you like hooked it into your team's like black hole or something? Like they're
Whoa.
like snowballing around and you
Yeah.
like threw them in.
I mean,
Neat,
God
guys.
knows Tusk needs to be nerfed somehow, right?
Yeah.
Affects
Oh,
every
yes.
game.
Oh,
So.
What a
God.
OP hero.
We're also getting to this stage of the draft where Storm Spirit starts to look a little bit appealing because some of those hard lockdowns, well, I guess there's still quite a few. Maybe Storm's a game 4 kind of hero.
Well, you are starting to think about some of those like later elimination mode things like Chen and Enchantress both in, you know, late stage
Radiant
Chen
team
pick and
pick.
suddenly you just run them down.
Wow.
Are they going to
Ooh.
Oracle Huskar?
I almost picked Oracle earlier as my second hero. I thought maybe he would just get
Huskar's
ignored.
not horrible.
Yeah.
It's an okay Huskar game.
They got a lot of people
And
that
with
they need to
Empower?
help. Sure.
Ooh. I'm scared, Slacks.
It's too bad there's no Timbersaw. Look at all these
10
strength heroes.
seconds
Ooh.
remaining.
There is Timbersaw.
Well,
Yeah,
Still
Timbersaw's
in the
not
pool.
bad, bud.
too bad no
Oh.
one's thought of
5 seconds
Timbersaw yet.
remaining.
Tinker is
Yeah, I'd
also
love
still
to
in
see
the
a
pool.
position 1 Moo Timbersaw,
Reserve
actually.
time.
Bring back some good memories.
Yep.
If they go Huskar, the Timbersaw is amazing.
Mm-hmm. Might be the gotcha pick here, but my favorite part about elimination mode, when do you see teams dipping
Dire
into a
team
30-second
pick.
reserve time?
Oh,
Wow.
Surprised
really-
to see the Earthshaker
what?
come out.
This is like,
This has to be some sort of a core.
so Veno's the core?
Or it's a core shaker.
I would love to see that. You know, I've been waiting for that.
Woo! I mean,
But
Core
I don't
Shaker's not that bad of an idea. I don't think you want to run Core Veno against an Oracle
10
team, do you?
seconds
Because the amount of
remaining.
healing that he can do with his
Yeah,
ult
that's
kind of
true.
negates Veno's ult.
5
So-
seconds remaining.
We have not seen Earthshaker do well.
It's like
Reserve
Core Shaker
time.
versus a troll. I don't know if Core Shaker wins that man fight.
No.
You know what hero has been banned every day until today, and he's still available is Mirana, which is really weird to
Yes,
see.
she is still available.
Very odd.
Huh.
Very odd
Oh,
indeed.
complexity.
Was she always banned by the
Yep.
community or
Yeah.
the
He's
players?
been taking her out.
Yeah, I mean she's not really even picked that
Radiant
much anymore,
team
honestly.
banned.
So
Hey,
I mean,
called
with-
it, buddy.
hey,
Hey,
all
there's the
right,
Storm. Okay.
nice one.
Good call.
So offlane Magnus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Pretty normal stuff, right?
S4 Dota.
All right.
Anna played a Storm, I think, at the very beginning of this tournament, like back when we were doing the EU bracket, and he went crazy ham on it.
Mhm.
10
I think you
seconds
banned Mirana.
remaining.
You banned some type of roamer.
It could be a good Storm
What
game
else does
here. I mean,
Jirac
they've got
play? 5
some
seconds
stuns in
remaining.
control, but this could also be a game where you could imagine the Storm Spirit
Dude,
balling
it's
out of
Bloodseeker.
control.
I'm telling you. You banned the
Bloodseeker, Tusk,
Bloodseeker.
Mirana. Those are the three, probably.
Ugh.
Yeah,
I like
Bloodseeker's
Bloodseeker
actually the
this
best
game,
ever
though.
here for OG.
Is
You
he
don't
good
think
this
they'll
game?
go back for a conventional support, like a
Melee?
Witch Doctor or a Shadow Shaman, perhaps?
Ooh, wow. We.
Jerax? No.
Shadow
Absolutely
Shaman,
not.
a classic
Fire
Jerax
team.
hero.
All right, good call on that Ogre ban. I think, as we were saying, he would have fitted pretty darn good in OG's lineup.
Yeah, Bloodlust plus Empower is just disgusting.
Yep.
Even Bloodlust on Storm is really good, too.
Of course. All those attacks, baby. All right. Next ban up. 10 seconds left, and then
10
only
seconds.
This is
18
a tough
reserve.
last ban because you don't really know what position Cole is looking for.
5
Yeah, you have like
seconds
no idea.
remaining.
This could be safe lane Veno, could be middle
Dire
Veno,
team
could be
pick.
off lane Veno for all we know.
Oh, they banned
Radiant
Dragon
team
Knight.
I mean,
pick.
wait, what?
Buka.
What is it?
Well, that does make sense. We were talking about how good Storm Spirit was originally. And
That's
then
a weird bug.
You
I
get
don't-
2 Storm Spirits up in this bitch. What are you supposed to do?
That's never happened before. How
Fucking-
about-
Welcome to Elimination
Luka.
Mode. That's amazing. We didn't tell you that this is actually multiplication mode as well. Surprise. Welcome to the finals, where you can pick 2 of the
Alright.
same hero.
So
Multiplication.
I'm sure the Buka knows what has been picked, and he's gonna tell them in
Yeah.
lobby.
Okay.
I'm
So,
guessing.
as you can see here, the draft is paused. We have a whole backside into the draft where we can pause and change things. So, okay, Buka's going to revert here. Maybe that Storm pick was...
Sorry. You know, it triggered Buka. He's like, you
Like, let's
can't
go
pick
back in
that. I changed my mind.
Wait,
It
what?
was Ricky Mayru.
It was Ricky
What?
all along. So I don't think the Storm pick was actually...
They actually didn't pick
team
Storm
banned.
after all.
So they picked Ricky.
Oh.
All right. Well, my good call went down the tubes.
And that's how you
Dire
know
team pick.
how good of an
Radiant
assassin
team
he
pick.
is.
Okay, now they fifth picked
Oh,
Storm.
okay.
Yes.
So it was the Storm
Oh,
into Ricky
okay.
because they wouldn't have still banned the Ogre if it was
Right,
the
Okay,
other
so
way,
yeah,
right?
they dealt
So-
with this in the chat. Of course, as spectators, we don't have access to the private words of the teams. But
Okay.
Ricky Storm Spirit. So, well, we talked
So
about
as
why
we said,
Ricky's
this
good
is a
this
great
game.
Ricky game for a
Yeah,
lot
it
of different
really is.
reasons. Like it's
Yeah.
actually the Pudge, the Tide, even the Earthshaker.
And then
Wow.
TA
Frustrating
final
stuff.
choice for complexity. So mid TA, offlane Tide Hunter. What are we doing with this Veno Pudge Earthshaker trio?
I think move Veno. I have a feeling.
Yeah, just have
Seems
a
like a
I
call.
hope
hero
it
he
was
would
Shaker.
like.
I hope it's Shaker.
I hate to bring it to
I
you.
hope it's Shaker too. We've seen just depressing Earthshaker games so far.
Well, I did say last game that Cole's lineup was garbage, and then they won
Yeah.
easily.
Yep.
OG's lineup looks so good. Like Ricky, I feel like if this is a Veno jungle, Ricky just
I
wins
also,
the
have
game.
you seen? Remember that game you and I played with the empowered Ricky,
Yep.
and
It's
you were
dirty.
ulting, and you,
Yeah.
It is
you
dirty.
were just support Ricky. We
I mean,
actually
I've
destroyed.
been in a
Exactly.
game where I go Battle Fury Ricky just to see how it was. This was the old Cleave, of course, and it was quite good.
yeah.
Yeah,
You get Empower instead.
that's what we
Yeah.
did. No, I was like offlane Mag, and you were Ricky, and we just—it was
And-
insane how
All
much
right,
damage you were
not
outputting.
to meme any more than we have to, but legitimately speaking, if he's decently farmed, an Ags on Ricky is actually fucking great.
It's
You
great,
want
especially
Storm
for
Spirit.
Storm
Yeah.
Spirit.
Exactly. The-
Right.
with
It's
Storm
real
Spirit or
good.
Magnus can be okay, but Storm
Sure.
is the gold standard. Especially if you're at that point where you have a basher and you're inside the Storm, it's pretty crippling. If you have that on Ricky, you might have won already anyhow.
Probably.
But still, there's some.
Can we-
I like this OG draft slacks. I
It
can't.
looks real good. Can
I
we talk
can't
about
not.
the TA? I mean, how's this going to work with her? Doesn't she need just a little bit more? I guess they do have a decent amount of lockdown, but it's going to be a hard life for TA for a bit. I guess they don't have any kind of sustaining orb damage. So I mean, that's good. Any DOT, I mean.
I think this was already an okay game for Storm in terms of Call doesn't have any great lockdown, no silences, no disruptor or anything like that.
Okay.
And then you add Troll's ult on top of that when Storm wants to go for solo pickoffs. And, I
Okay.
mean, that's like a mid-core that attack speed works wonders on Storm.
Yeah, I think TA does fit a lot of things Complexity like to do though, where they just again this big like group up momentum based strategy, how they always play a lot of their games. I mean, it's talked about a lot because that's just how it goes. And Susie, well-known TA player there, so 747 can get the ball rolling. He can be that snowball hero that they can just group up around. Once again, get auras working here this time from a Tide Hunter instead of an Underlord, and try and just ride the back of 747 to a victory here.
I want to believe in Complexity. I want to see this Pudge do well.
You going with Complexity, Trent? You in it?
Yeah, I'm in.
All right.
You're in it.
Well, Trent's always wrong, so I'll go with OG on this one.
A good choice.
Yes, Lax has had a 100% win rate
That's
so
right.
far this series.
That
so
is correct.
I'm gonna have to go with Cole. Or I'm sorry, OG this game. For
Is
sure.
this is one of the few Oracle picks we've seen as well. Oracle's actually been banned and seldom picked so far this event.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
one of the
that's
major
true.
reasons that I'm going with that team. It just kind of negates the Venom so much. And then Earthshaker, I just don't believe him. That frumpy little guy.
Well, it's the same thing with Pudge. Pudge's whole thing is hook, isolate, pick one off. Oracle's the perfect hero to deal with that if he's even remotely nearby. Brutal.
It is brutal. And with the Magnus as well, even if the team fight's looking good, he can change it so quickly. So, and this is an S4 Magnus. How the fuck are they going to win this game? They're just not. The literal son of Magnus.
Might as well concede.
I mean,
for God's sake.
2 times you concede. When Jerax gets Earth Spirit and when S4 gets Magnus. The game has ended before it began.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens.
Gustav Magnuson.
The
see what he
sweetest
can
boy.
do.
All right. Well, anyway, looks like our game is beginning, Zyori. Would you like to lead into it?
Absolutely. We're loaded in
Zyori.
here. We once again have Mott and Purge for this Pugna Grand Finals. Game 3 set to commence. Mott, baby, take it away.
All pick.
Mod is muted.
Game from Complexity. Hello. Purge.
Hello. I can hear you now.
Okay, we're good. I don't know what happened there,
For
but
battle.
we're in, and we're into our game 3 as, of course, game number 2, Complexity did take it. I do want to point out it was on US East, so I'm not to diminish anything from Complexity. It was still an amazing game from them. This one is on Luxembourg, Persian, and how much do you think that's going to affect Complexity's chances given the game and the draft?
Well, the difference in ping can be significant. I believe that most of Cole should be in Florida right now. I don't know if 747 is just playing is he from Vancouver? I know he's from Canada. I just don't know if he lives in Toronto, Vancouver, or somewhere else. But either way, from Florida, the ping is probably not awful, and it may affect some small stuff. But most importantly, it's going to be a big deal in mid more than any other lanes. But Cole is very clearly going kind of all in with their draft here. Their carry is a Veno. I think it was a little bit tricky in the lineup. They kind of forced their opponents into the Ricky pick, and now he's not going to be able to just sap experience like he maybe expected. So this could really work out for them, but it could also just fall flat if OG gets a little bit far into the game. And either way, OG's got great team fight with Magnus.
So what's the timing then for Complexity? Is this something they want to do? They want to get involved early, or do they want to?
I think it's going to be kind of Monkeys will farm a mech, Moo will grab maybe a Veil, maybe an Ags, and they're just going to try to like death push all over the place. 747 will probably go Deso, or maybe Blink Dagger Deso, or Dragonlance Deso.
The battle begins.
Not sure which of those. Probably Dragonlance Deso, maybe into BKB afterwards, but we'll see how it goes. They get about 2 bounty runes on each side. Moo knows that the Ricky is here, so he's being followed and he's aware.
Yeah, he's taunting in the meantime while he's making his way up to the top lane. That's a squeaky
Making little
taunt
banana
noise.
poops everywhere.
Yeah, it's something. S4 is already just harassing Moo. Throw the Gale out just to make sure. The skewer's going to go. They're going to try for this. He has tangos, but no other real regen. Auto attacks from Jax. I think he'll get under the tower. I don't think S4 can get this kill now that the
That was really taxing though. That was a full salve
Yeah,
worth it
yeah.
that he got hurt for. Melon spots out that the small camps also blocks. This really hurts him as a hero since Earthshaker really needs to get levels. So this could be a really good way just to solve the problem. Jerax pressures the top lane and limits Venomancer's farm and Earthshaker's levels, and then they progress into a mid to late game setup.
So, I mean, I think a lot of the people, I feel like the panel especially feels like Earthshaker is just not a good hero right now. I mean, how do you feel about Earthshaker,
Yeah, I
especially as a
agree.
support?
When you guys were talking about picking the 2 heroes that you thought would not get picked today, I was thinking about saying Earthshaker.
Yeah, I
I
could
don't
see
remember
that.
who I settled on finally, but But I was considering the Earthshaker. I was
Was it
thinking like
Broodmother?
Earthshaker, maybe Storm. Yeah, I was thinking about Brood as well. There's a
Oh,
couple,
nice. You were?
so
All right, good. Then I'm not. I'm verified in my. Oh, Mookie's
They
actually
should get this Monkey's kill, but it'll be a little close.
Yeah, he's gonna. All right.
But will
Jarek,
Jarex die? Almost for sure. Yeah, the last. Oh, nice help there.
good fairy fire as well. He's gonna be okay. So first blood will
definitely
give
worth
away OG, and
Cost him a little bit of regen, but it's a first blood kill. Z-Freak does a mid pull. I thought this apparently can still do this, I guess.
yeah,
Oh, that's right.
was
This was
something
the one
Tremors
that, yeah.
like this is the one I think with Pudge especially. I feel like it's just a weird way that it works like mechanically. I'm not exactly sure how it is, but
Z-Freak does make a mistake, though. He doesn't connect the pull fully, so that means he's not going to get the experience of both
tied dead
camps. So
again. Oh my God, Monkeys is just. He's taking a lot of damage here. He's got Anchor
Rough life for
Smash.
Tide.
Jirax took a lot of damage again, and more tower hits going his way. So he's getting
So,
low, but
I mean, Troll's doing a lot more damage than most heroes will do just because he's stacking up Fervor and he's ranged. So it's kind of a cool little way to pressure him a few times. And Z-Freak will get lane, or experience from the lane at least. And the worst part is that Monkey's just got back, so he's going to have to walk.
now remember, this is kind of what happened last game with that tri-lane they had with No Tail on the Chaos Knight. Monkeys died a handful of times, but still was able to come back in and have an excellent game on the Abyssal Underlord. So it's not the end of the world, but getting these quick kills is going to help out the Troll Warlord a lot getting started.
Yeah, and I'm a little worried that Troll goes Helm of the Dominator this game. I feel like it's kind of similar to the Chaos Knight thing. It definitely is a great item once you build it, but it doesn't help you accelerate as much as other items will. So I'm not sure if I'd like him to go that, but I guess if they pressure complexity heavily, it's not a big deal either way.
We'll see what he's going to grab. For right now, he's just trying to get to his face. But Ricky has rotated mid. 747 has Refraction. He might hold on to it here. Jirax body block will go. Refraction's up. He wants to run underneath the tower. They'll at least take the Refraction off. The bottle is here, though, for 747. And Jirax will take a couple of hits. And the Refraction buff is still there. He's got 2 more auto attacks that are going to do some serious damage. Unfortunately, the Orb of Venom slowing him down. But he does a lot of damage to Jirax.
I'm surprised Jack slapped him that many times. Seems like just a waste of HP, especially when 747 just got his bottle. Maybe he didn't see the bottle getting grabbed or something. But another notable thing, Swindlemuns did buy a sentry, try to deward the small camp, but he was unsuccessful. So losing 100 gold, being forced to do large pull, which means that S4 is going to get more experience than he would normally, and Melons will get less.
And even if S4 is getting outlaned, if you see he's taking too much damage, you can always go to the jungle. I mean, we've seen Magnus's with even just quality, but without an Iron Talon,
They do see
very
Ricky,
well.
by the way. Yeah, he could definitely do that. Moose has got to be careful here. That's
Shockwave.
part of the problem with that early fight. He took so much damage from the initial harass. He's actually low in HP now, and he hasn't been able to pick up his helm just
They
yet.
hit. No, the dust is unsuccessful. I thought they were going to get it. Jerax is blocked in for now, however. No, just kidding.
maybe not.
He's fine. All right. Fisher, hook. They found S4. No skewer mana. He's got the mango. He's kind of trying to use it. The rot will go. He's up the high ground. He gets denied. Z-Frix he just gets pushed to the low ground. I thought for sure he was going to die there with the rot, but
Yeah,
somehow
me
he
too.
denies himself. Insane.
Just sick play from Z-Freak, and the unfortunate part is the place that he skewered. Actually, I don't know if S4 did this on purpose or not, but he skewered to the point where the person he skewers with him will go low ground, so he got to separate himself. That was a really sick play, if purposeful. Either way, he barely survived.
If that was intentional, it was insane, but I guess we shouldn't expect anything less. I kind of feel like he
Yeah,
might have just been
definitely
lucky, but I
possible.
don't want to take that away from S4 because it was pretty nuts.
So Moo picks up another Tango. He's being blocked by Jarex here, taking some damage from creeps. Gotta watch out.
Skewer, Shockwave. Moo gets the Gale off. The silence is there. They already used the Blink Strike. He's going to survive.
I think Jarex might die. Yeah. Fisher
Yeah,
definitely
Fisher from-
guarantees that one.
From Melons just comes in. Quick snipe, easy. Now rotating up is going to be Z-Freak. He has another hook. No, he's got no mana for it. 20 mana away from getting this mango off. So
Melons could clarity push him. They're gonna try to kill S4 here. He uses a salve though. It'll be tough now.
yeah, this is difficult. And they don't have enough mana for Fisher either. They're out of mana for both of these. Now the Skewer back in. Here comes the Smoke Cloud. Melon's in trouble. The Fisher will come out. The Rot is there. Rot doing plenty of damage, but Jarex gets the Blink Strike and he gets the kill. Now Z-Freak has to run. He's got Hook, but nobody else to help him out. So getting a kill top lane. Nice exchange for OG.
He maybe could have killed the Ricky there, but it would have been kind of all in if he went for it and he missed the hook. So a lot safer for him just to take the lane, get free experience now. So Colt getting a lot more pressure in their safe lane than they expected to, and this is actually going to severely impact things because Veno's his itemization is not going to be the same, and if they just keep putting pressure on Cole like this, when Cole actually does want a 5-man and group up, they're going to be way weaker than they should be.
Yeah, Veno really has no items at this point. He has no farm. Troll is almost 1,000 gold ahead of him in terms of net worth, and he is going Helm of the Dominant. At least, yeah, he's definitely going Helm of the Dominant. He's got it in the quick play. He's got the Ring of Regen as well, so he's gonna go.
I'm definitely not on the same page as the pro players in terms of Helmet Dominator, but I could very easily be the more wrong person here, considering literally every pro
Everybody's
buys
buying
carry
it in the
heroes.
safe lane. Yeah,
So,
it's nuts.
It definitely gives you some good advantages, but mechanics-wise on paper, it seems a little
Fisher
iffy
does
for me.
hit, but he skewers away from it. Enchant Totem will be there. That might be enough alone. Perhaps not. They won't dive the tower. And that Fisher just came a half second too late for Melons. They would have gotten that kill if they was there a little bit earlier.
Yeah, a little too bad for them. So, a lot of wards and sentries and stuff going on in the safe lane here. Radiant team wants the spot for wraparounds as well, and they do see those.
Jirax right now, vision-wise, they don't see him. You drop another sentry or dust if they want to go for the smoke. Screen is good to go. They know where Jirax is now. He'll blink strike away. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Monkey's starting to get some room to work with. He only has 13 last hits. He's got the Ring of Protection right now, but that's it. No Quelling Blade, no Iron Talon or anything like that. Z-Freak's going to back away. Ward over towards the Shrine. S4 will just continue to farm. The Quelling Blade is now trying to get to that bottle, and he should get some good room. Melons will take over the mid lane. TA having a pretty good time, but the Storm is caught back up pretty considerably. They're almost
Monkeys
even in CS.
could die here, maybe. Ooh, Oracle helping out a lot, too.
Fortune's End going to come out. There's the Whirling Axes. They pop the Battle Trance as well, and that's an easy pickup. Monkeys will fall yet again. Now jumping in. They want to kill on Melons in the mid lane. They use the Electric Vortex, and Anna will get the job done, even with the Enchant Totem coming out. Anna will take a lot of damage. He's going to bottle up, and he should be fine.
Yeah, little kills like that are amazing for an early Storm Spirit if they can get them. Tia kind of wants to chase, but there's just no realistic way.
No.
And, you know, just the easy Helm buildup makes it so easy for Troll to stay in his lane. He doesn't have to buy any regen items. He doesn't have to buy lifesteal that he's never going to upgrade. It's just the safer thing to do as a safe lane carry, it seems.
Anna rotating with Fly now with level 3 Purifying Flames. Almost level 6, so he's going to have his False Promise pretty soon.
No-Tail could die here. Here's the hook.
They're going to grab him. Whirling Axes are going to go. The mischance is there. See, they have Gush. It's on cooldown. He's got 8 stick charges. He's got enough for it, and they're going to be able to get the kill with it. It's the Rot that gets the job done this time for Z-Freak, and a big pickup. They really needed to slow him down, and they do so.
This could hurt Tide a little because getting Gush is usually not done by Tides early on, but it's an amazing one skill point nuke. Does 110 damage and slows for, what, 4 seconds or something like that? Yeah, 4 seconds, and does good armor reduction too.
Yep,
so
3 at the first level, which is pretty nice. Top lane, Moo getting shadowed by Jirax again. Moo needs to be careful. Couple of TP rotations up. Anna's going to come in. They even drop the smoke screen as well, and Moo will fall. So one more ball lightning from Anna, and Jirax actually gets the kill. So, again, Moo not having the best time here in this top lane, Purge.
yeah, I really like the early rotations that Anna's doing like this because most Storms just kind of AFK farm, but I mean, he's so mobile. Just TPing to a lane and showing up to a gank can completely change things rather than the typical playstyle, which is Storm relying on somebody to come to him to help him get kills or for him to actually outplay somebody. So this is going to accelerate Anna a lot better than the alternative would.
You have one thing going your way for complexity, and that is 747 is top of the net worth. Everybody else, though, needs some more room to work with. Anna has TP'd mid. Melons has the Fisher, but, well, they're going to focus on bottom instead. Trying to push in, Moo's going to rotate. They'll give up the tier 1 tower top lane. No-Tail will get the last hit with that one. His helm should be done right now as he picks up the Gloves of Haste. So he'll have his Helm of the Dominator ready to go. And we'll see what he builds into next.
I mean, I do like that Moo came to the off lane here because they do need to trade the tier 1s, but because he is so far behind in net worth, I mean, he's the same as the Magnus. He's got same net worth. That's really bad for them. Can they grab Jerax at
Tricks
least?
of the trade will come out. Let's see if they can find this kill. The Fisher coming through. Hook. Z-Freak finds himself another pickup. And now they can continue to push down bottom.
Yep, and that was actually a pretty big grab too because Veno hits 7 now, so he's got 3 points in Plague Wards, really helping out for his lack of experience.
They're going
Gank
to go
gonna
in
come
on
mid though.
747. He does at least get off the refraction, but Anna uses the Electric Vortex. Overload doing some nice work. The Battle Trance is there. Good meld. No detection.
Oh, we
Fisher,
got the regen up
Melons,
too.
no. There's going to be the Fate's Edict, and they're going to back up. They should have Ravage available if they want it, but they're already on the other side of the river for OG, so they can't find a turn for complexity.
It was a nice move by No-Tail as well. He brought the Satyr Banisher up, and he broke the regen on the TA. So she was at about 40% HP when he broke that, forcing her to use more charges and stop her chase. But decent moment of events for Cole, at least. I mean, somebody's still getting levels top. They're counter-pushing. They got the tier 1 tower as well. I think they're semi-happy with where they're at right now, and they do have Ravage. So When the fights happen, they should have a big team fight advantage for a couple minutes, at least like 10 or so. But once OG picks up a Blink Dagger on Magnus or something like that, it gets a lot harder.
And that's going to be pretty soon as well. 1,400 gold. He's farming really well. He's been involved in a couple of kills. As for no surprises, he's going to have a Blink Dagger early on. He's probably going to have a big impact in this game for OG.
Yeah, absolutely will. Like, because there's a lot of heroes like Venomancer that just can't stop people from running at them. Yeah, he can turn around and do a lot of damage back, but that won't always solve every issue.
Moo is starting to get some room to work with, but again, he's still far off. Anna will get a kill on Monkeys down bottom with the help of Jerax getting the pickup.
Such a good ganking combo with those two. Just prevent him from being able to run outside the smoke because you keep hitting him with Overload to slow him, and then he can't cast spells either, so... And that's what Tide needs. He needs to start the fight off with an Anchor Smash Ravage, and then live long enough to Anchor Smash again and again. But if you just start the fight with a silence for 6 seconds, you're screwed. You're not going to be able to get a kill first.
Yeah. Blink Dagger picked up for the TA. Z-Free positioning himself mid lane. Jerax might spot him out here. He's already roaming with Phase Boots down bottom. Over towards the Shrine, but for now, back to farming. No-tail Battle Trance to get up. And he's
like
gonna
his
have
SNY.
power, so yeah,
he's got to be a little careful about the amount of magic damage coming from Cole, and at some point he may have to go BKB, but the SNY is going to get him from camp to camp really fast. It's going to make him power better because every point of agility he gets makes his empower better. So I think he's going the right items this game. This is a good option.
Skewer away S4. Get a TP home. Doesn't want to take move too far. The damage will go, but he'll back up. And what else is going on? They have this ward behind the tower, by the way. They saw where Z-Freak was positioned along with Monkeys. They're going to D-ward, though. At least they'll attempt to. Monkeys is going to back away. They don't know where everybody is. A lot of them are bottom.
He's died enough times where he's got to be worried about this. And
Yeah.
Picks up Headdress first. I kind of wish he had the other item instead. Deny the ward there by No-Tail.
Just walks in at the
The
last
buckler.
second. They're trying to go for this tower. Here comes the Forces End. Not very long duration, though. TP's coming in. This will be from
fine.
Jerax as well. And so
He dispelled the haste, so
yeah.
no more haste.
Complexity will back out now, not putting the tower in deny range. They could go
This could be
again
their
at some
smoke.
point in time.
I think they're going to smoke here and wrap from the back. Go for the Ravage into like Fissure Echo Slam.
Yeah.
Could be a lot of damage here.
And that ward didn't spot it either. But I don't know. It might have been obvious. We'll see.
But they're
No
also
tail
not
fly.
seeing anybody, so they may be confused. Like,
Yes.
oh, I wonder where the whole team is. And they have Ravage, huh?
They could go right now. They're going to wrap all the way around. Monkeys and Z-Freak will lead the way. They have Hook. No-Tail might walk right into them. Smoke will break. They see him now. They're pinging him out. Fisher's
which
going to
scan is
go.
which?
They're going to go for the Hook. They'll find it. Fate is there. They get remember they want Fly instead. Good silence coming out, but it's enough to get the kill. False Promise will go. Now they have the Blink Dagger on the Magnus. He's not coming in just yet. Moose coming in. They'll start to push this tower. They will get the tier 1, so it's a support kill on the tier 1 tower. A nice little chain of events coming up for Complexity.
Yeah, that was really well done by them. I like that. The Fissure to initiate to guarantee the hook land. Z-Freak's gotten some practice from the match earlier, so it worked out nice. And then they killed the Oracle. They killed No-Tail here. This would be huge.
Meld Strike
hard to get
gushes
Ravage.
out. Jump in. 747
Oh,
blinks too
bad blink.
far, though. The Plague Ward's not in range either. They have the side trap ready to go. They're going to pop it momentarily. No, they're not going to dive this hook, and he just jukes it barely. The Satyr Banisher also being annoying, and now they have to turn around and look for something else.
Wow.
S4 getting hit up with the Poison Sting. They are diving. Meld Strike will go. No mana for the RP. He has stick charges. He won't get him off in time. Melms just gets the kill with a tip of that Fissure.
Well, they made a pretty big mistake on the No-Tail kill, but at least they do grab S4. Every kill on Troll could make a huge difference, but Cole is just showing how strong they are right now. All it takes is a Fissure into a hook, and somebody's going to die almost every time. And it's like a guaranteed way to get the actual hook. So I like what they're doing. Cole is definitely getting back in this game, and their net worth is catching up too.
Anna is still farming really well, though. I mean, he's going to have his Bloodstone rather soon. He's pushing out waves when that fight was actually happening. More interested in farming up now. Melon's coming in. He's got his Fissure. Ball Lightning perfectly timed from Anna. And making sure
It's
he
okay.
doesn't get stunned.
Swindles was just farming the large camp. Mission accomplished.
He got it.
I mean, it's so hard to kill Storm. He's got so much HP. Like, oh, and they pop another. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the same smoke. I thought Z-Freak backed and was like,
RP at 747 doesn't have his refraction up. He gets it off in time, but still 3 heroes there. Ravage comes too late for
Ooh.
Monkeys. That is not good. He's gonna run now and he's gonna get chased down. No tail pretty fast.
Comes the
Rolling
Satyr.
axes will go. Satyr Banisher's ready, and they're gonna purge him instantly. The Fissure will
ooh,
come
good
out.
Fissure.
Maybe they can get to the shrine, and well, you know, Tide Arm, she's rather tanky. Looks like they won't chase him down, but still, Ravage was committed even after that kill on 747.
Yeah, that was a pretty big mistake that he ravaged at all there. I mean, maybe he could have saved him if he popped it a bit earlier. Actually, he could have, because I mean that's a 2-second stun. Maybe he gets a blink afterwards using refraction, but kind of a big loss. He's also went for Max Kraken Shell over Anchor Smash. This is very atypical, but considering how many silences are coming out, I think it's a good choice. And there's a lot of heroes that attack rapidly, so damage block's actually fantastic this game for Cole.
My, Z-Freak barely alive from that Purifying Flames. That Tricks of the Trade, last auto attack didn't actually do enough to kill him. He maybe was at 10 HP, something very low.
That's Flesh Heap right there. If he didn't have 1 point in Flesh Heap, he probably would have died. Because that gives him 6% magic resistance and 80 more HP from the Flesh Heap. I actually like doing this build as well, getting like 1 point of early Flesh Heap, because it gives you a lot of the value, the strength-wise. If you've been in a lot of early ganks, I think it's important. So I'm happy that Z-Freak grabbed it.
So the big item now that just came out is Anna's Bloodstone. How do you deal with the Storm Spirit? He doesn't have his Orchid yet, but he still has a lot of farm already.
Yeah, it's definitely hard. Although minus armor heroes are actually decent against Storm. Historically, somebody like Slardar is actually a pretty good counter because it gives you lockdown and minus armor. So Cole has some lockdown and some minus armor. They got minus armor and mobility from TA, and they got lockdown from like Ravage and Fissure, and maybe the Pudge as well. So if they can coordinate, it's fine. But nobody's going to solo kill the Storm. That's a fact.
Speaking of solo kills, they're going to jump right in on Melons. He's got Enchant, Echo Slam. Can they get enough done here? Dust comes out as well. Dismember will come through. They need more damage.
No
747 jumping in. He ball lightings. He wants this kill. He won't find it. The
He can Fissure
TP.
this.
Does he have Fissure? He does. The hook gets off in time. They get the kill. That is a
my God.
gigantic pickup. Wow.
That was insane. Raindrop saving Swindle's life and the Echo Slam as well to get the permanent stun in. That was so close. I mean, if he just had like 1 less point in Aftershock, he would have died there because Storm would have been unstunned in time, gotten 1 right click off, and killed the Earthshaker. Just amazing play from Cole there, especially Z-Freak to TP in time.
I can't believe he survived that. You're absolutely right. That is insane. And 747 getting involved means he's that much closer to his Desolator. That's one of those big kills in this game that keeps it from spiraling out of control for Complexity. It is now about a 3,000 net worth advantage, but it's still stabilizing here for Cole.
And it's not just that. Look at Swindle's farm right now. He's got 2,100 gold and an Arcane Boots. He's actually going to have like an 18-minute Blink Dagger.
Yeah.
Like completely on time, no downsides. And because he went Arcane, he skips the mana perk and goes for the Strength perk instead, which is absolutely needed. He needs to make sure that he survives these like burst kills. And now he has an even better chance of doing that versus Storm. So that was like a very crucial moment in this game with Storm dying there.
He buys a smoke up as well. They know what they want to get done. He's not that far off from level 2 Echo Slam if he wants to wait for it. 65 seconds without on cooldown as well, but I think they're just going to go now. I think they're just exactly like
getting a fight or a kill is so much more important than waiting for the second point. Earthshaker doesn't have the Echo back off cooldown though, so initiating is going to be a little bit harder. He may be forced to do a Fissure into Blink Enchant, which really is not that much damage. He'd prefer to do like a Blink Fissure, but we'll see.
Ooh,
smoke might break.
This? Yeah, do they have dust? It's too late. The smoke breaks. Jarek's has done his job. It's just typical Ricky stuff, honestly. So
yeah, I don't know if they realized until now, but
Fly
tough for them.
needs to leave. The Blink, the Fisher's about to go. Fly, I think you're dead, my friend. He does have False Promise. We'll see if he can make it out of here somehow. I mean, without the TP anymore, I don't see any way of doing so. I don't even think he used the False Promise. He's just going to die.
Yeah, it's not worth it. He wouldn't live through that, so gets out. Jarek spots out Monkeys a little bit, just lets him know he's there. See if Monkeys pays attention. Moo actually goes back for a Midas. Interesting choice.
He's got a lot of time to farm. Like, he hasn't really been involved in anything recently.
And the cool thing is he's comboing it with his experience gain talent tree. Getting coming on Earthshaker though.
Swindle's getting caught, and that Blink Dagger not going to help him this time. Gale will go. Tricks the trade is up. Moo walking to the high ground. TP coming in from Anna. Jarex might not be so lucky. That's going to be the Poison Nova. They need detection. They don't have any.
He's dead.
That Anchor Smash was close. He might just die to
Ooh,
Poison
actually,
thing.
he's not going to die because he
so
doesn't have any damage.
Oh my god, he's
not
actually
dead.
going to make it. The Poison Nova not lethal. He will stay alive somehow.
Yeah. So the crazy part about that is all Moo needed was like one more right click from Poison Sting to reapply it like 5 seconds in. And that would have been a kill. That was very surprising.
Are they going to go for Roche? They have Desolator now for 747. I would not be surprised.
They got Gush too. They got a lot of minus. They don't think they have anything that breaks Lincoln's, but if they did, he would use Gush and it would make it faster.
Are they going to go and try to contest this? OG are nearby, but
surely they
not
can't.
There. They have.
Oh.
Oh, well, he's dead, I think. He does have False Promise, not using it yet. Now he will. Fortune Dead's going to come. Wall lighting, Anna's nearby. Fly might still survive this. Hook. No, no, he will not survive that. Nice.
That trap on the high ground doing tons of work there, giving Z-Freak the vision to grab the hook. Roche isn't dead yet, but They're trying to grab more kills.
And they're nearby. No-Tail pops the BKB. Silence is up. They have Ravage. They have Mech. No-Tail trying to take 747 down. Anna jumping in. They're all spread out. They want Monkeys. He gets the Mech off in time. He's got the Ravage. He's going to use it. Anna's going to fall. And No-Tail now has to back up move. No ultimate still. Another great hook from Z-Freak. Now the Tricks and Trade will go on the other side of the fight. They're chasing after S4. They want this kill. Melt Strike's going to go. He's going to fall. Meanwhile, in the pit, they find another one. Z-Freak gets Jerax down. It's 4 dead. Yes, Monkeys dies, but he gets off his Mech and Ravage perfectly.
Yeah, him holding the mech in the first initial burst against Storm was amazing, or against Troll, that is, because it allowed him to play around that and force somebody into a position where they thought they could kill him in time. But with mech and wand, heals, gets the chain stun from the fissure or whatever the heck the stun was, and just creates that beautiful team fight. And that's one of those situations where you think maybe OG just shouldn't have tried to engage. It's hard to say. Troll did buy a BKB so he could do these early fights, but they didn't kill the hero in time that mattered, and it was the Tidehunter. Maybe their team was too spread when that fight started, but that got real hard real fast.
Yeah, I'm surprised that it went so well for Complexity because of how spread out it was. There were heroes like pretty much all around the Roche pit, like on every corner of it. It was kind of ridiculous how they were able to find certain heroes and pick them off the way they did. Z-Freak again has been outstanding with these hooks. I mean, they've made them really easy for him, but he's done a very great job.
I don't think I've seen him miss a hook pretty much, except for like
so.
occasional. But
Yeah.
I mean, he got us a warm-up game, man. He's ready to play Pudge all day.
Yeah.
This will be the last time this series, though, unfortunately. Elimination mode, one of the negatives.
But you have to remember, Purge, again, we talked about this at the beginning of the game. This is on Luxembourg, and they're right now, I don't know if they're leading, but they are doing rather well for themselves against OG. And they're looking for more. Now they're running a high ground. Jerax is going to spot out 747. He has the Refraction and the Aegis. Now Melon's getting caught by No-Tail. He's got his BKB back up. He's going to go for it. Melons will probably die for this. He's going to get forced. No, hooked away.
Hook.
Nicely done from Z-Freak. They will still chase it down. Echo Slam's going to go Enchant Totem. They'll at least get that off, but Anna and the rest of the crew chasing after Z-Freak. BKB now down. Z-Freak, there's no shrine there, but they keep in. Dismember coming through. Can they get this kill again? Yes, they can. The hook from Z-Freak doing it once more. Buyback from Melons. The Fissure is up. Fly might have to use his false promise. The Fissure wall blocking. Blink forward. Dunzo. 3 dead, and they're looking for more. No-Tail immediately split pushing mid, and they turn it around yet again, Purge.
Really good team fight there. Z-Freak absolutely making the clutch play. I mean, Anna thought he could get the kill. He was just a fraction too slow for the pull. He wanted to get one more Remnant cycle off, but the bite from Pudge and the TA being there means, again, Storm goes down. He cannot stand up to these chain stuns with minus armor. His hero's just not very good against it, at least until he gets another item or two. Like his Orchid is just so delayed, and his farm is not super high right now.
He has 4 Bloodstone charges. He was doing so well, and all of a sudden, just 2 or 3 jumps, a little too much. I know where the TP is, but they can't quite catch him. But this 2-3's not going to get him now. This is going to get at least half health.
I mean,
they're finally
they've got
No-Tail back.
Ravage.
Skewer, Move might be trouble. Poison Nova gets off. He's got the Veil still. Can he get it off in time? He cannot. No-Tail pops the BKB early. It's a 1-for-0 so far. They get the tower to half HP, and they back up with the Poison Words. The Plague Words still doing a little bit of work.
So good. Amazing play from S4 to hold the racks there. Because if a crucial hero like that didn't get pulled back, they definitely take the barracks. Because they still had mech, they still had Ravage. But losing the Veno when all he gets off his ulti is not worth jumping past the creep wave and trying to force a fight there. So nice movement from Cole to back off after that grab.
So No-Tail's still top of the net worth right now. They've done a good job kiting him, making sure his BKB had gotten minimal effect out of it, but we'll wait and
He's
see
still
how it
farming
goes.
super fast.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even matter that he got an early BKB because of Empower, Sanjin Yasha, Phase Boots. He's getting around the map rapidly, and he's getting a ton of farm.
He's going to have a Scotty next as well.
And he will be really hard to deal with on Complexity's side at some point. I mean, they've got lots of stuns going for them, and that's usually a counter towards right-click carries like Troll Warlord, and Templar Assassin's going to phase off against him, but I still see Tide as a really good solution. There's still really good stuns. It'll be decent, at least for him. I'm glad that he's keeping his farm up. It'll give his team a really good fighting chance late game.
Yeah, they need that for now. They also have the Shadow Blade just completed for S4. Moon needs to be careful top lane. Jerax as well as No-Tail are nearby. They're thinking about staying, at least for now. But mid lane, a Smoke of Deceit gank from Melons. He's got Blink. Fisher's going to come out, and Fly's going to get caught. No way he gets that false promise off with Meld Strike. 747 blows him away. He, by the way, has a double damage rune. Something to keep in mind. They're also heading towards bottom. S4 might get caught if he's not careful. Monkey's just walking in. He's got a 4 staff. I don't think he'll chase this. He just wants to push the wave out. So see what they.
That's the item that Cole needs a lot of, is Force Staffs. Z-Freak has basically been the team Force Staff for the whole game with the hook, and it's been really valuable. But once they get enough Force Staffs here, whoever even gets skewered back, like Melons here maybe?
Yeah, he's gonna get caught. And can they get him out in time? They cannot. So now
It's too far.
60 seconds on the sideline without that Echo Slam up and ready to go.
That was just straight up a really silly mistake by Swindle. You can't run there during daytime. It's just ridiculous. It's so easy for them to do that, for somebody to jump on you. They see you the whole time. You're just vulnerable the whole time you're crossing from one lane to the next. And I don't know why you felt so invincible there. You just can't do that without like a Force Staff. Even then, it's dangerous.
They are running towards mid right now. They decide to have JRX cross the way. They're going to smoke up, and we'll see if they can find it. 747 going to get jumped on. There's that Orchid coming through. Force away again. The hook. Z-Freak is there ready to go for it. Now Monkey still has that Ravage trying to bait it out, as well as the mech, but they can't find anything. Smoke not really accomplishing much. And now the H is gone.
Man, that Swindle's death actually cost them so much. I mean, they didn't lose TA here, but that delays their ability to go high ground push for like 30 seconds, and now the Aegis is gone. And they had an Aegis advantage, they had Ravage ready to go, they had all their other heroes ready to go, but now it gets delayed. And OG almost got a good kill in the meantime.
It's makes it a lot harder. They do have the gem now, so JRX will not have as much of an easy time. Something they just purchased up a second ago. Will be on one of these heroes momentarily. They're going to try to take this tier 2 tower down mid, it looks like, or at least put some pressure on it.
This is definitely a lot safer than going for the high ground, that's for sure. You got to worry about Magnus most of the time, so this will be the safer way. No new item for Venomancer just yet. They give him the gem. I'm a little scared about this. I mean, by going Midas into Boots of Travel, he's way lower in HP than a Veno normally would be at this point. So I'm a little scared about him holding it, at least until he gets like Ags or something. There are a lot of Force Staffs on his team, though.
Yeah. I mean, who
But
would
not
you
a
give
lot
it
of
to
Force
besides
Staffs
him? I mean, I know there's
on Blinks as well.
There's a lot of good heroes to hold it. Perhaps the Tide Hunter, does he have room for it?
But again, the problem with Tide is that he's just not good at clearing ward spots like Moo is. Like Venomancer historically was like the hero, the support hero to go clear wards with Gem, because you just put a ward on the high ground, you stand there for like 2 seconds, and the ward's dead. So it's fine. I'm just worried about them losing the Gem.
And a ball lightning away, he will make it out, no worries, no issues. 2 heroes bottom. There was a ward that might have scouted out where Melon's position was, and also Moo might be in trouble trying to TP away. Looks like he will make it. Melons. He's got no TP actually. He's just gonna die here. Yeah, easy kill for OG.
Nice gank. The value of Ricky, just looking for kills always. And I do like that he rushed Diffusal Blade. He didn't go like the more typical Ricky utility support items. He's actually going to try to scale here, and it's kind of needed in a lot of games just because like the value is there. It's just pros don't usually take it. They'll focus more on like Blink Dagger, spotting wards out, putting wards down aggressively. But I like that JRX is doing a hybrid playstyle here.
They are
Again,
going
coming on
for
flying.
Fly,
Oh my god.
my lord.
We've
He
seen
got
this
shot.
many times early game. Fly just getting blown up. He needs a Ghost Scepter so bad, but he can't get to it is the problem.
How much gold is he? He only has 500 gold, and I even think that's a lot for how much he's gotten wrecked this game so far.
Yeah, he's just got a magic stick basically. But if he had Ghost Scepter, you know, he could buy himself some time. At least enough to like stop the first hit or the second hit,
I mean,
cast Fate's Edict afterwards, walk away maybe.
He's dying so quickly that he can't even get the false promise off, and even if he did, he would
Nah,
still die.
he's not gonna. Yeah, it's definitely the second skill that you're thinking about casting on a TA like that when she doesn't have BKB. Moo's almost got Ags now, very close, 300 gold away, 250.
How much is this going to... I mean, he's level 3 Poison Over right now. I mean, the Scepter damage at 110 and the cooldown of 60 seconds. I feel like this is a very important item.
It is, especially because the cooldown goes down to 60 seconds. That's the big one. You can just reinitiate multiple times. The raw stats are great too. You just want HP on Venomancer, so he picks up Magic Resistance perk. I think this is the right move here. Help make his survivability better against heroes like Storm Spirit.
Ooh, there's going to be a scan. Will be successful. It's Fly again. If they find him one more time, it's just like, oh God, what do I have to do to survive in this game? But they won't go up high ground. Instead, they're going to continue to farm and move down towards this mid lane.
Definitely has a tough game. I feel like he's regretting not getting the 20-second respawn time, to be honest.
Yeah.
But maybe it'll be worth it later.
He needs something. Scotty, there's the Scotty I was talking about for No-Tail. It's
It's a
now
big
done.
pickup.
And he is
I think
tanky.
his next item is Butterfly for sure on Troll, or he can go for Daedalus. It's one or the other. But I think it's kind of hard to say. Butterfly would be very good because it's like an extra 15 damage from Empower right off the bat. Daedalus is obviously very good because then you're crit cleaving. That's pretty amazing.
You mean
But
after the
I
Satanic, by
feel
the
like...
way?
Sorry?
He's got Satanic.
Okay.
By.
That makes a lot more sense because TA's not the biggest issue. The biggest issue is actually Veno. Hook's not going to hit.
Yeah, no tail.
Way too
very
fast.
Close. Yeah, he's very speedy, and now they're kind of walking out here. They're ready to go. It would be a 5-on-5 engagement. OG are smoking. They're heading down towards the jungle. They want to maybe play around the shrine, see if there's anybody in the jungle. Have, I think, Complexity walk up to the high ground. But for now, they're not going to take the bait. They're going to keep using the plague wards, make sure they can get some vision with it. And wrapping around, JRX is here. They have the gem on Moo, and the plague ward will spot him. It maybe it was close. I don't think he might have actually been seen. They get the ward at the very least.
Yeah, it's so easy for them to map control on areas just because of plague wards. Cole doesn't always know where they are.
Oh, this ward,
They'll
though.
spot dangerous places. Who's got a Midas right? He's going to try to eat this
Look at
Centaur.
where OGR, they're positioning. They are so far out of the base, and it's pushing in pretty heavily in that mid lane. Moo is very far up from right now. They have the hook to help out. Whirling Axe is not going to hit. I don't know. Maybe they could just push in and at least do some damage to this tier 3 tower, but they want to fight. They want to kill. And
Yeah, I mean, Cole doesn't want to just walk high ground and take a fight because they're so scared about RP. Because if 3 heroes get RP'd and Troll rolls up, everybody's dead.
Yes.
It's basically like Magnus plus Anti-Mage kind of situation where everybody just dies instantly. They want to get the kickoff. They want to initiate the team fights. They don't want to gamble this because they know that if they win another fight or two, the game could get completely out of control. It's getting kind of close to that period.
So instead of taking a fight, they will head over to Roshan, get another Aegis for 747, and OG will just smoke up again. They'll try to push out bottom. They're going to head into the river. The scan is successful. It's going to be close. By the time they get there, I think Roach will probably
gone,
be
I
dead.
think. Yeah.
It's
and
going to be, too late for sure.
Aegis was very much needed here for Templar Assassin, in my opinion, just because this makes the high ground siege so much easier. He can slap the tower. He has a low chance of dying during it. They're taking a long time to kill Roach.
Yeah,
I don't know why they're waiting.
took a little too long. Fisher comes out from Melons just to make sure they can keep
Look
everybody
at this
alive. They're
magic.
going to find Moo. This gem, good force
Good
away.
force.
They need a hook. They need something. Moo's about to fall. Gem now on the deck. Couldn't get his ulti off. BKBs are about to fall. At least one of them is. No Tails is about to go down. Melons will fall next. 747 jumping in, looking for something. They've got Ravage. RP. The Ravage does get off, but it's an RP onto 3. Can they find anything else now? It's a 3 versus 5 engagement. No Tail coming in. Or 747 trying to find somebody. He will get S4. Now No Tail trying to go toe to toe. They have to disarm up. The fortune's end, and 747 looks like he's going to lose this Aegis. Monkeys will come in. They buy back on Melons right now. He has that Echo Slam ready to go. False promise on Anna. He should be fine. Still healing up. He's going to try to TP away. Aegis is gone. JRX might be next. No detection, though. No Tail trying to get out here as well. Fisher, it's going to hit. 747's got Blink. Melt Strike. Yes, some side trap.
He's
about
so
a second.
tanky.
He will go down. 747 gets the kill. The Aegis pays off. They get the gem back. And that Fisher, that buyback for Melons was much needed. Not only that, but JRX will go down and Z-Freak who finds that pick off.
Damn.
That's huge.
He got so much gold for that, 500. And amazing, just amazing play. The buybacks were really needed there. The Shrine's completely paying off, and OG wasn't ready to do the same kind of buyback stuff.
Yeah, they do have some, but instead it looks like they're just going to have to lose this tier 2 tower in the top lane.
I mean, the issue there was that basically OG's heroes didn't die during the fight when the fight was still going. They died on the retreat as they were trying to get home. And that gives a big buyback advantage to Cole. And it paid off. And they had Aegis the whole time, so TA came up twice. And this is their moment to take Rax, at least force a buyback from the Troll.
And they're going to push the wave out with Ball Lightning, but again, Desolator doing a great job taking this tower down. Melons is back, and he still has Echo Slam. It's a blink up at 3. Skewer's going to go through. It's on to 2. Buyback comes in. That's from No Tail. Good hook out, though. They drop the Shrine as well. Now force away. Electric Vortex goes, but it's on a creep, and Anna is now out of mana. There's the jump in. They get the Echo Slam. No Tail, great false promise from Fly. No Tail's going to try to man fight this. 747. Now the Dismember comes out. Can they bring him down through this false promise? He's low. He will fall, and Fly's going to be next. It's a double kill for 747, and that's a dieback coming out. Now the RP, but where's the rest of the damage? Ball Lightning in. They'll turn it around. This
Oh my God.
Kill. You've got to be kidding me. What a fight. What a turn from OG, and
They all
S4 does
died?
it again.
Are you kidding? I can't believe that happened. I thought they were, okay, the RP did a little damage, but all of a sudden they were just dead. Holy crap,
my
man. And that wasn't
Lord.
even a buyback from Storm. That was just like him jumping in and having a party. They're all dead on Cole after winning an insane fight. What the hell?
That looked like it was it. No Tail dying that second time. Oh my god. I can't believe that happened. What a fight. How much gold did they get out of that? 2,000. 2,000 gold going the way of, well, a lot of it for Anna. 1,000 gold for Anna, 1,000 gold for S4. And that is more than enough for a BKB for Magnus.
It's really tough that they didn't have a little bit more time to like spread plague wards, because if they do before fights like that happen or RPs like that happen, it changes everything. Maybe the Magnus. Oh, he actually has a Shadow Blade. That probably makes it very easy. Just approach, be invis, then you do the blink RP, and it finally came off cooldown from the last time it was used near the Roche fight.
It just goes to show why Magnus is so good. Well, not only that,
Yeah.
but S4 is also one of the best Magnus player in the world. So.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much everybody had great ultimates in that fight from what I saw. Melons had a great Echo Slam combo to lock down the troll at the start, get his HP low before the fight began. That was really well done. But it doesn't quite do everything.
So they did lose the gem. Obviously, 5 heroes dead, nobody picking it up. And they have a little bit less map control now because of it. JRX is stalking.
Oh, they see him.
They see him blink Echo Slam. They really want this kill, and boy, will they find it. Ooh, maybe not. Tricks the Trade will come out. Still should be in
Visuals on
trouble
cooldown.
here.
He's going to have blink.
That blanket timing comes perfectly, but he dies. It was actually to the poison sting of the Venomancer. It was an
Really good
excellent
try.
effort, but he doesn't end up falling.
Blink guarantees that he can blink after Tricks of the Trade.
Ooh,
so
look at this. They're walking
too
up
much
S4. He's got his RP ready to go. Monkeys, they just want to take the Shrine down, and I don't blame them. They might try to fight this. S4, Shadow Bladed up. He's got the Blink RP. They're trying to spread themselves out. He won't go for it. The Shrine's already gone, and they'd be fighting 4 versus 5. Another gem purchased up for Melons, and now it looks like they'll push again. Now that they've got a pick, they'll try to find something here for Complexity.
Yeah, they maybe could have gotten a fight going there, but if they didn't kill the Templar Assassin in time, he would BKB. Tidehunter would definitely Ravage afterwards, because you can't just permanently stun him through it. It wouldn't have been a good choice. So they have to play in the base, and at least for Cole, they got the tier 3 tower in that last fight that they ultimately lost, so they get Shrines and more map control. But they don't have the gems to go with it is a big issue, actually, because normally you want both. Clear all the wards on the map, clear all the TP potential spots, but they've got to play until they get a gem.
They just got one. Melons just picked it up. He's actually got it
good
on
for
him. So
He doesn't have very good survivability, though. That's one thing Earthshaker's really missing here, is either a Force Staff of his own or a Ghost Scepter would be great. That way he can protect himself whenever the storm jumps on him, but doesn't have that yet. Buying gems instead, which they need. So this is definitely a window that maybe OG can exploit in terms of team fights. Kill Melon first before he ends up getting his combos off.
I mean, he has been the focus target, I think, for OG. Earthshaker's died first in a number of fights. He's had a great game, but it's not been the easiest game for him, as there's a lot of BKBs up for OG. And I don't know, it's tough for him.
Venomancer picking up a Blink Dagger now, too, so he's got Blink and Force. So now he can jump in, ulti, force himself out afterwards. Possibly get multiple rotations, or at least not punished as hard when he goes in.
And that last fight around Roche 2, he was really locked down. They had him silenced for pretty much the entire fight. They had stunned up. They were BKBs up for OG, so there was not a whole lot he could have done. This makes his life a lot easier in terms of getting in and getting out.
It's kind of curious to see the experience gain talent for Ricky, but it's kind of paid off. He's hit level 20 now. And getting to level 25 is huge. He can get his smoke screen cooldown lower, so it's close to permanent. And you can also get the backstab multiplier, which actually makes the hero kind of ridiculous.
What do you go for? I mean, you talked about building him
I think he goes for the multiplier. I feel like it's worth it. You know, he can place his ultimates well. If there's an RP, for example, and he's got Empower on himself, he just kills everybody with ulting.
We'll see. That's
He's
just
picking up
another thing you
bags,
have to
too.
worry about for Complexity. This Magnus ulti has
Yeah.
been the bane of their existence and will continue to be as this game progresses. But what's the Roche respawn timer? Well, we don't know for another minute or so. It might have already come up on the side, but I didn't see it. So Complexity are going to make their way over there and try to secure that Roche area. I don't know if OG want to give it away again. That's an Aegis and Cheese this time if OG let it go.
Swindle's looking like he's picking up a medallion, I'm guessing, with his chainmail. Is a not very good solution against Storm, but offensively it's very good because they can help combo with the TA, killing one person.
Yeah. This is the smoke timing. Ward will be dewarded by OG. And Complexity will head down mid for now. Waiting for OG. OG will smoke themselves. Radiant scan, not hitting. I think they were guessing that OG might come back and towards that middle lane. Dire scan shouldn't be successful either. It's close, but
Yeah, I mean, both teams want to walk into the enemy team with the initiation. Both of them have great initiation skills if they can get that opportunity, but it's tough. I do like the way that Cole is going for this, but it's certainly really scary considering that they don't have wards in the area. Because if OG did, then it would be Cole or OG getting an advantage for the initiation.
I like.
This is gonna be a really weird fight.
This
We're
is a-
backwards here.
Yeah, this is a great positioning for
They saw
Complexity
monkeys.
Yeah, they
They
see
know.
him with the Shadow Blade, and now they're going to back up, I think. I don't know if OG takes that fight. If they do, they come at it from a different angle, perhaps.
And Cole does not know that OG saw them. Because that was an Invis Magnus and the gem was on Veno. But I like their positioning. This could be
I
amazing
mean, look at
if they
where they
retreat
are.
here. I think if they find any first, it's going to definitely be monkeys. But he's got his force ready.
Oh, Jerax.
Who's got the gem?
They should have
Urspirit.
some.
Urspirit. Oh, they've got it. Urshiker sees him.
Fisher, they find Jerax, blink forward. They should know where he is. Tricks of the trade coming out. This will allow the rest of his team to get there. Do they fight this ball lightning
Melons
in? They
is dead.
want somebody, and they're going to find Moo yet again. He might fall. Another great RP onto 3. The hook comes out. They do get off the Ravage, but the BKBs are there. They've already lost 3, including 747. They're going to lose 4. They're about to lose 5. Complexity, Z-Freak is on the run, but everybody is dead on his team. Trying to TP. It looks like he will make it away just narrowly. That is another excellent RP from S4.
I think they revealed their position too much. The Plague Wards especially just made it clear that Veno was in a certain spot. And with Shivas on Storm Spirit, it's the easiest grab ever. You know about where he is, you pop Shivas, and then you ball lightning. It gives you really good flying vision. And with that, he just gets to disable the Veno at the start of the fight. Like Cole waited way too long there. I mean, they didn't know if OG could see them though. But as soon as they saw the bounty, I feel like they should have gone into action there. And their initial initiation to try to burst the bounty went down badly. So they were forced into a bad fight. They used Ravage into anybody, and now OG should
They're
be able
going
to
to
get a
get,
Rax.
I think they're going to get Rax. I have a pretty good feeling considering they don't have the TA for about 35 seconds. Hook, not connecting. If they get a pick, it would be huge, but they just don't have enough. And No Tail attacks so damn quickly and it does so much damage. They will find an easy set of Rax. Luckily for Complexity, there is a tier 2 tower in that mid lane. Melon's TPing rather aggressively, just trying to push this out. He needs to back up. The rest of his team's not up yet. Now OG can maybe try to back up to Roche, but with everybody respawning for Complexity, this is tough.
Definitely very, very tough. And Melons could be gone on here. Roche is up, though. They're going to kill the trap at least, so they won't know if they're taking it. And I kind of like this move here. They can kill the trap, they can back out, get their heals going, maybe get a little bit of gold. And then Cole is basically forced to approach because they don't know if they're in there or not.
Now, the Satyr Banisher, he's going to spot things out. Bloodthorn up for the Storm Spirit. I believe that the TA is trying to get the same, but he won't have buyback if he purchases it now. Meanwhile, OG's positioning, S4, guess what's back up? It's RP. Maybe they go for this again. Another Shadow Blade for S4, and already starting on Roshan at 747. This is where it usually goes poorly for OGs around the Roche Pit. This might be the best timing for them. Ward's going to get
They've got
countered.
great wards.
Z-Freak, he's got a hook if he wants it. Not going for it. Backing up quickly. Satanic now picked up for Troll Warlord as well. So some
He's
big
so ready to
items.
fight now between BKB and Satanic and everything.
Fisher misses.
This is so hard for them.
Ball lightning, they're looking for somebody. Is it going to be Moo again? Forced out, forced away again. He's got Poison Nova, he gets it off, but it's just under Anna. Ravage goes too late, the RP. They've already taken down 4, and they're looking for that 5th. And OG looks like they might complete this comeback. No buybacks for anybody on Complexity, and they'll walk straight down mid, clear out the creep wave, take the tier 2, and take the Rax.
Man, they were in such a bad place. Maybe not such a bad place, but they were clearly behind in a couple moments here. But their team fight discipline has just been incredible this game. Like S4 routinely saving the game. Like every fight, he gets no less than 3 heroes in the RP, and then the fight just ends because of Empower Cleave. Like this game's just over.
Yeah,
Amazing play by OG. Their laning stage was super successful. It put OG off to a bad start, and then the way that they played the team fights were just incredible. They completely deserved the win.
It really just was S4 stepping up to another level. I shouldn't say another level because he's so used to making those plays on Magnus. But when it's all said and done, OG, they win the game on Lux. It is now a 2-1 advantage for OG, 1 game away from being another winner of EM. 2 seasons in a row. We'll see if Complexity can come back in the next game. But before we go back to our panel, we'll throw it to an ad break. See you guys soon.
Illusion v illusion.
Yes.
Only
That
one.
sounds so
The
exciting.
only counter to illusion is
or
more, illusion.
illusions.
Well, so what are the classic counters of Terrorblade, though? I mean, I think if heroes like Lion that have some control and big burst damage,
I'd say your number one would probably be Zeus.
Necro,
Yeah.
They should try Zeus.
Yeah,
That'd be
Zeus
good.
is
I
actually
like
a great
Zeus.
TB counter.
yeah.
I think Zeus would be great in this lineup.
You know what I pick as my Terrorblade counter?
Team ban.
What is that,
What?
dude?
Why?
I've been up way too long for these
Valor
accents.
team
Oh, you know, Axe. Axe is great. Cole,
What?
Cole should pick up Axe.
Really?
Axe.
Oh yeah, of course. Why not?
It just seems like Terrorblade does a shitload of damage that could even burst through X.
No, but he has the illusion, so he does the counter helix all over the place, and Berserker's Call, and counter helix, and
Sure,
10
sure.
seconds
Right?
remaining.
Could happen. I don't know. Counter helix.
5
Counter
seconds
helix.
remaining.
I don't know. I feel like Terrorblade would be able to burst him down super, super quick and not even
Reserve
be in
time.
that. And then your
you know
calls-
Berserker's Call gives you armor, right?
Yeah, but I mean, that much?
But
It gives you
Yes,
a pretty
it's
big
quite a
chunk.
bit.
Yes.
Quite a bit of armor.
All right.
How much armor do you think Berserker's Call gives you, Slacks?
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't understand what armor is.
Radiant team ban.
It's
Okay.
in the double
Okay,
digits
you
Enigma,
went-
now.
Enigma is still in
40.
the pool here, by this. One of the
Is
few
it
big
40?
ultimates remaining.
Sorry, what's that, Suns fan?
I said Black Hole is one of the few big ultimates left in this pool right now.
Sustainability draft.
Hey,
You tell him.
come on, you're saying
Get 'em.
Purge, you don't want to see
10
a
seconds
Z-Freak
remaining.
Black Hole? Probably one of the best Enigma players out there?
5 seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
Purge.
I'm just flaming. That's all.
All right.
There was no logic to it.
That'll teach you.
Reserve time.
Oh, how's
Now
how's
you're getting the hang of it,
Medusa?
Purge. That's good.
We're starting to
How's,
rub off on each other, buddy.
Medusa's good against Terrorblade, right?
Against his illusions, yeah. Pop the ulti.
Radiant team
Makes some
Hey.
sense.
Oh,
Okay,
boy.
maybe
That's
a
a snag.
denial for
Pretty
OG.
good.
Yeah, that's
Well,
definitely
hey.
S4X, man. Scary stuff.
There's not even any, maybe like a Monkey's offlane Wind Ranger. They've run a couple times now. If they don't want to do the offlane Enigma, that could be an option for them.
Could be support Axe, actually.
10
I think
seconds
Mirana is going to be
remaining.
Anna's hero. I don't think they're going to play it support.
So, position 2, Mirana. Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
And are we thinking this is core Zeus or
Reserve
a
time.
support of sorts? Does he kind of have to be guaranteed core? We haven't really seen any Zeus, I don't think.
I assume core. Just if you actually wanted to counter TB, he's gonna need levels.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, boy. I think Cole wanted that. I think they wanted the Axe. Oh, no.
Yeah.
I don't-
Ben is good against illusions.
How about
You know,
Doom?
Call could look for the Void here. Pretty good to lock down TB. Zeus can sit on the outside, zap him down.
Doom.
Dude.
Nimbus. Nimbus Void.
Nimbus!
Nimbus Void. There you
We
go.
have
What's
this
a
conversation
Nimbus?
every single time. There's a
Nimbus.
Zeus slash
Nimbus,
Zeus.
Lane.
It's ridiculous.
Yes.
Nimbus! Yeah, I think that Doom is a really good thing to bring up here. Commonly banned. We haven't actually seen him get played that often. And
Yeah, once
For
or
who?
twice, I think.
Yeah.
Doom
I mean,
for who?
Complexity.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's terrible. This game.
Okay.
Just
At least you didn't say they'd pick Chen.
Literally
for those
can't be a
opening
worse
picks.
pick, okay?
'Cause
I
Chen
pick
is
Arc
dead this
Warden
game.
over Doom this game.
Well, I'll just go fuck myself then. I guess.
All right, I'll be casting this next game while Mott takes care of that.
Wyvern's pretty good for Cole. As
Yeah.
this could be a core Venge, by the way, as well.
Hey,
Right, Lion?
I brought this guy up earlier. Good against
Radiant
TB,
team
and there's the Chen. Trent Pack's gone.
Man, Trent, you are so
Hey!
smart when there's
Happened.
20 heroes left.
I
My
know,
God,
it's
you're so good.
amazing. Oh, that's good. Well, once the axe came out, I was kind of scared because I knew Complexity couldn't take it, and then I kind of got worried that you might have been right about the jungle axe, but it's okay. So this is a lot of that big group up push
10
around like
seconds
10,
remaining.
12 minutes. TB just kind of shows up. He wanders in for whatever lane he's in,
5
and he just
seconds
blows up the
remaining.
safe lane tower. Pretty great.
And remember, friends, Lion,
Mhm.
level
Reserve
25, 3 mana drains.
Oh,
Wait, what? Is that actually
Yes.
his talent?
that is
Yeah.
one of them.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
What is it
God.
like a charge-based system, or is it like an
No.
AoE?
No, it's AoE.
Well,
Seriously?
Yes.
I had no idea. That actually sounds
It
hilarious.
If he actually gets to 25, Terrorblade will not have illusions.
Plus
this
3
game.
mana drain multi-target. So it targets 4 things at once around you and just starts drain. That's kind of
That
cool.
is correct.
Yeah.
Seconds remaining.
amazing.
Oh, but good
against
luck getting to
illusions.
25, though. That's
Yeah.
Plus 20 all stats, though. That's kind of
5
cool.
Well, guys,
seconds.
And
they've got
remember,
flat
Axe
cannon
is
now,
too.
and they'll have a side gunner, so that
Sure.
should do some work on the illusions, right?
Mm.
Reserve
Oh,
time.
God. Cole, why are you doing this to me?
Why are they
Ugh.
doing this to themselves?
Why?
What are they
Why have you
Pimp-
done
I mean,
well,
this?
there's
Pimp-
only
wait, wait, wait.
26 heroes left.
Pimp Moogle says +3 mana drain doesn't work on illusions when he tested it with Suns fans
What?
video in 7.0. Can we confirm or deny?
I don't
Well,
remember.
that needs a testing.
That
Yeah.
needs a bad test.
I'll get
Pimp,
into that
test
right
it out
now.
for us.
I am demoing.
Get
Oh,
in
pretty
there.
good. Demo mode always fails.
That's fucked up if it don't work, son.
That's
That's
fucked
why they
up
picked
if
it, you know?
don't work.
That's fucked up if it don't work. You know what I mean?
Well, how did I? What?
Derp,
Fucked
derp,
up?
derp.
Why'd I buy the side gutter? Shit!
Radiant team
All right.
There's the Enigma band.
Yeah.
Not
can't
going to
give
be
it-
Z-Freak
I think-
Endalon.
Ah, God. Is this definitely a Venge support with this gyro pick, you think?
Yeah. I think
Mm.
so. They need an offlaner here.
Yeah, they don't have any. A Wraith King. Can get something somewhat
I
tanky.
mean, there's
10
Nature's
seconds
Prophet. He could
remaining.
offlane.
No, they need some beef.
I mean, I
5
agree.
seconds
For complexity?
remaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's the same idea, right? You ban the Enigma, and they'll probably just pick Monkey's Wind
Reserve
Ranger. I almost
time.
guarantee it.
Oh,
I still think
God.
Void for Call is good 5th pick here.
If just don't pick Doom or you're going to lose. Just nobody pick Doom. You will auto lose the game.
do you hate me, Shannon?
Wait.
I forgot that Mott actually suggested it. It's even worse than I thought, actually.
Jesus.
Now that you bring that up.
Oh,
Radiant
jeez.
team pick.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
Ban the Tusk.
Dusky
That's,
does.
that's fair. A lot of squishy heroes for Tusk to pick on this
I mean,
game.
it could go mid gyro and just pick like a Sven or something,
True.
and then just dual lane off lane or some.
Now, how is
bullshit.
mid gyro? I don't think we've seen that. Hey, it's the Prophet.
Okay.
Hey!
Profit.
So they
I
have
don't know.
Oh,
no
God.
frontliner, no melee. Gyro is their tankiest hero.
And isn't Axe great against Nature's Prophet? He just blinks in and calls all the treants.
The counter helix.
The counter helix.
Oh, you don't put the tree ants next to you. That's the rule number one. Right? Just Prophet.
10 seconds.
Well, you never know. You never know.
And this would be why Slacks does not play
5
Nature's Prophet.
seconds remaining.
Great in pubs, guys.
Oh
Look it up.
boy, I don't know about this game, guys.
I don't think they need to pick another hero.
Reserve time.
I think it's over. I mean, they could just go now.
I mean,
They could even pick Windrunner and still
All right,
win. Is that
I
right,
tested,
Slacks?
and it worked.
Witch
the mana
Doctor?
drain does target illusions.
All right.
it
good.
does target illusions. All right.
It does.
Fixed.
I have.
Thanks,
I
Pimp
have-
Moogle.
Yeah, no problem, guys. Of course, chat probably caught up and is probably yelling at him by now anyway. But
Haha.
yeah.
And yeah, they
Oh.
they literally don't
Hey.
need another hero.
Oh
It's all
man.
Witch Doctor.
So another healer. They get some stuns to bounce around.
I hope I'm wrong, friends, but this does not look good. For me.
Yeah, I want to believe, but Jesus.
Hey, we're forgetting about the global presence of Zeus and Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, look out. Oh no, our camera.
Oh, no.
Frozen again.
So does anybody have a theory as to how Call can win this game? Trent, what's the win condition for complexity? What needs to go right?
You guys were supposed to cover the draft. I was testing Lion.
Oh,
you.
yes. Okay. Suns fan.
Let me just take a look at these
Yes.
heroes here.
How does complexity win this game? Is there a
There's
win
nothing
condition?
they can do.
I mean, this is brutal, though.
I have a giveaway.
Why did you ban Bloodseeker?
I mean, I've been wrong plenty of times in my life, and I'm hoping this is another one of them. But this is like the biggest
Looks like
outdraft.
they really wanted Bloodseeker.
I
yeah,
really,
Swindles is sad they got
really-
red with the Zeus.
I really think Cole wanted Axe. Actually,
Yeah.
Well, Swindles is
think Axe
saying
would've
he
been
wanted
great.
Bloodseeker.
he's lying. He's just that's mind games.
Part of the tactic. Special tic tacs.
I have a way that they can win.
Yes?
OG, you're always in chat. You're always reading and cheating. Look into my face. Let them win. Let them win. OG, take us to game 5.
Have mercy, you Euros,
Bible
please.
thump. Let them win.
Please.
No,
Please.
okay, so let's talk about it for real, though. If they have a horrible early game with Axe and Witch Doctor, let's say that combo doesn't work out somehow,
Well-
they got enough burst damage to carry them through a little bit of the mid game.
That is the one thing they have a lot of, burst
Yeah.
damage. You got Venge with stuns and swaps, Zeus, obvious, Lion with the finger, even Gyro with some rocket barrage type nonsense.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
If they struggle to get going, like if the Axe blink is late or something, and maybe if we get a helm on the gyro and he
Yeah.
just like steals some Chen creeps and they kill the other ones,
That's
then
the
they
goal.
just
No,
get
like,
Venge
there's
orders
no-
going.
We haven't brought
Yeah.
that up, but Helm of the Dominator getting picked up so much now. Not so great for Chen, those poor creeps.
Yep. And Chen certainly has a time where he is super effective and then he falls off pretty hard. They're hoping to replace that with Terrorblade, but if they can pull the complexity early game shenanigans and just wipe out OG before
Yeah.
their 20 minutes, we're good to go. That's it. They just got to work as 5 pushing early game. And you know what? That's what complexity's fucking good with. I'm going with complexity. Let's do it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Woo!
Give me that NA Dota.
All right.
I got this.
I'm with OG. I got
Back
to
on
stick with the
USC,
big
Don't
boys.
forget. Don't forget.
Suns
Don't
fan,
forget.
what's the
wait,
call?
what are the heroes on ping here? With
Oh,
bad
Jesus
ping.
Christ. All right, well,
it's
we're loading
OG.
into the game.
Dude, yeah, good luck hitting an arrow.
All right, so it's Mott
It's
and
OG.
Purge again for this Pugna Finals, Game 4, OG Complexity. Let's see what happens.
Thanks so much to our panel of experts, I suppose. We're into
No, they're the experts of accents, clearly.
that. I will say Shannon actually was very good. Slex is the same damn impression for every like Irish person ever. Or I don't even know.
True.
But anyway, we're into game number
not
4,
great.
Purge. What are you thinking here? Who are you feeling as we get into this game?
I could see some Cole benefits. That their burst damage is very good. They could certainly repeatedly crap on a Terrorblade if needed. They might get first blood here against Fly as well, but the path he's walking makes it kind of hard to approach the gank here.
They would, yeah. He's already now in lane. They'd have to go under the tower. They're just going to drop some sentries, perhaps some wards. Meanwhile, the rest of OG is down towards the bottom rune spot and kind of waiting for them to invade in that direction. Little do they know, complexities in their own jungle. Sitting close to the tower is No Tail, and more wards being dropped. So just trying to give Monkeys a good time. They just scouted out Monkeys. They just pinged him. No Tail has seen him. So
Yeah, so the reason the Fly basically ran away is because he put that really aggressive ward down rapidly, but they didn't spot any heroes, so it seemed pretty clear that there would be an aggressive invade, and that's very standard versus a Chen anyway, so not too surprising to see that.
Jerax is going to start in the opposite jungle. Uh-oh, No Tail and Fly walking up. Z-Freak, Magic Missile
get a
ready.
kill.
He's going to use it. Fly caught. And he's already used the cast. The Air Spike will follow up next. I think Fly might be in some trouble. Body blocks coming through. They even
Ooh, the
used
one treant.
Treant.
Watch
He can't
out.
quite get in front, but he will still fall, and Monkeys will get the first blood. So,
Dude, that was a Treant kill. Did you see that?
yeah, he got the last auto attack. It was pretty funny. It was how much damage did he even, like 32?
It's decent. It got buffed. So the one here I'm really worried about for Cole, though, is Zeus on the mid lane, because he's not very good at surviving against a Chen gank. So kind of depends what Jerax gets creep-wise, but I like that he's already starting in the enemy jungle. It's the best way to be, best place to be, and he also gets a really easy path to gank the mid lane, too.
I don't think Chen's really... Oh, God, no. I missed it.
Ooh.
Melon's now swagging out after getting the courier kill. That's pretty big.
Good start for Cole right
Yeah,
now.
They need something like that.
He didn't deliver his items either, did he? Oh, no, it was on the way back. He did get a salve
Yeah,
at least.
he got a salve, but no bottle now for a while, at least about 2 minutes or so. Melon successful now coming back to the lane. Maybe go into the jungle and find Jerax, and they can just make sure that they know that he's there, so 747 has a bit of a safer time. Yeah, they're going to see him. Jerax might be able to get this courier. Oh no! No, get the courier, Jerax! Oh, he doesn't go for it. Instead, Melons tries to bait it. But there's the Thunderclap. He might be able to get a kill instead. The Thunderclap slow is pretty nice. That courier is just standing there. Please. Okay. We're good.
And just now pinged. They're just trying to sap experience, basically, for whatever Jerax is getting and deny his jungle. Yeah, sniping the neutral like that, it actually helps a lot.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's like jungling Zeus. Successful.
Yeah, his bottle now done. It'll come on the courier. Jerax actually is kind of low on mana. He gets another Holy Persuasion off. It's going to be a Wild Wing Ripper. Are we going to see the Tornado? It's coming in.
If it comes, I think what would be the smart thing maybe is Jerax waits until Zeus hits 3 and then he tornadoes. That way he probably gets Arc Lightning and not Bolt.
God,
Okay, he did actually
monkeys.
get Bolt.
Monkeys. Jesus. All right. Well, the Magic Missile stops No Tail from getting that kill. There's a lot of crazy stuff happening so far.
That's really big actually, because now Terrorblade's more or less, let's say his ultimate is wasted, Metamorphosis.
Right.
So if he doesn't actually get a kill with it, this means it's gonna be on cooldown for like 2 minutes afterwards, which means that these 2 range heroes should really be able to bully him.
And Monkeys does salve up, so he's back to full HP. So not that big of a deal taking all that damage because, like you just mentioned, it is on cooldown. They will, however,
Z-Freak could
have
definitely
Fly
die.
rotating in. They want to get Z-Freak, but Monkeys is kind of pushing No Tail back, and the Metamorphosis is now down. So
Is the TP coming?
he thought about it for half
Yeah.
a second. And he's going to find the Sprout into Fly. Magic Missile, he doesn't have the mana for it with the Wave of Terror going. The Voodoo Restoration, the body blocks for the Trance, but here comes the Chen. Jerax looking for Z-Freak. One more auto attack, and in fact, we'll get the kill. Now the cast comes through, bouncing up, and Monkeys is in some trouble as well. He has no mana to TP. He has 1 Tangle left. Now he's just getting the mana for it. He's going to Fairy Fire as well. I think he should make it out. Penitent's coming so close to death, but he will TP home, and Jerax rotating at the right time.
feel like Jarex is going to regret not getting Test of Faith there. I'm kind of into this build personally because it does do a lot of amp with just one skill point. But if he had a nuke there, there's a pretty good chance he would have killed monkeys. It's about 75 pure damage on average. Could be 100. It's a huge nuke for level 1. So with all this stuff going around the map, the pressure, with the place of pressure isn't coming, is actually against Zeus. So
yeah.
I think 747 is pretty happy with how this game's starting, because if that's a hero that if you get pressured heavily in lane, you get too far behind and it just sucks to play against.
And he's currently doing very well in CS. 18 last hits to the 17 of Anna. And so 747, I feel like for somebody that just came into this team, I mean, he's played with Complexity before, but for somebody that just came in after cancel, he's done a very good job so far in this series, even his TA last game especially. Anna leaping up to the high ground now, looking for an arrow potentially, but Z-Freak, he's just trying to avoid him at this point. Has level 3 Starstorm, they need a Magic Missile, Lightning Bolt, they don't even use it.
Wow.
747 gets the nuke kill, and it might as well have been a solo kill at that.
This is kind of a cool matchup really for Cole, because, I mean, Mirana is normally so difficult to kill because she just always leaps away when she's about to die, but for Zeus, he just doesn't care.
Right.
It's like, well, I'm going to nuke you, and you're going to take damage anyways. And I don't care if you jump away, because at some point he's going to outbeat her regen with the lightning bolts. So it's a really good place for Zeus to be.
I haven't talked much about S4. He's doing rather well for himself. But in the meantime, there is a gank rotating top from F.R.I.E as well as Jerax. They're looking to wrap in monkeys. He's going to try to go for the TP. The Ensnare comes out from the Dark Troll Summoner. The Penitence is there. And that's going to be that.
Yeah, pretty straightforward kill. And this should be a tower afterwards too. They grab Metamorphosis level 3. So No Tail hits super hard right now. Dead tower, especially with Alpha Wolf.
Oh yeah, this tower's gone. They will glyph, but that's just going to save it momentarily. Monkeys has respawned. He'll rotate back in. He's going to make some trance. He'll try to pull the creep wave, but even with it, I don't really think they can do much.
It's gonna, yeah, with the neutral creeps from Chen, it's just too hard. At the least, Prophet will get some experience with this. Got to be really careful about the net though. Could be fault. Fly's getting low though. This is a great time to swing
Z-Freak
from
is
back.
just going to Magic Missile and kill him with one more auto attack. Wait, well, Wave of Terror will do the job instead. Melon's TPing and Lightning Bolt is here. This is a good fight so far for Complexity. OG getting lower and lower. Zeus, they bring down No Tail as well. Although it looks like they will lose the Vengeful Spirit. TPing home, Jerax looks like he will make it out, Melons.
Ooh, and Moo getting a solo. Just solo killed S4 now in the side shop.
Huge. That is huge.
I don't know what led to that death, but I mean, he doesn't even have like homing missile. He didn't use call down. That was just like walking and rocket barrage. A big mistake from S4.
That seems strange.
I feel like he maybe went to go buy tranquils or something and got caught. I'm not sure.
Anna gonna get Magic Missile, Earth Spike to follow up. Ooh, just barely missing. Melons needed to wait go half a second earlier, and they would have gotten that kill more than likely. But good lead from Anna.
Maybe. I don't know if they had enough damage. Somebody canceled the TP I saw, but
yeah.
Pretty big mistake from Melons there. You got to use Hex
Look at how
as
much
the stun
damage
is
S4
ending.
took from Rocket Barrage. One Rocket Barrage, full duration, brings S4 pretty low in HP. And that's probably how he died last time. That Rocket Barrage did a serious amount of damage.
And once he gets Helm of the Dominator, any kind of harass from opponents is not very easy for them to continue, just because he's going to heal up afterwards. And his mana pool is good. He's got a lot of stats this game. Magic Wand, straight into the Helm. He's going to be pretty happy. I think he'll probably go standard gyro, but I'm fingers crossed hoping he goes Eggs. I think the build is possible to go. Don't know if this is the game for it, but I like it.
To give the HP, it would be useful given the heroes that are in this game. There's a lot of new potential.
Maybe. It's hard to get close to the Terrorblade as well, so it might just be better to go the opposite. But
yeah.
Against disabling heroes, in some ways Eggs is good because then you're attacking even though you're disabled. There can be benefits to both.
They're looking for S4 bottom again. I'll wrap in momentarily. It looks like Z-Freak. Smoke has been broken. Monkeys is TP'd in the transformate, and he knows he is in trouble. He tried getting off the call to make sure he gets that extra armor. TP was also canceled, I think, coming from somebody on OG, and now they'll turn this into a tower push.
This is the benefit that a hero like Nature's Prophet provides, is that if you rotate your supports over, all of a sudden it becomes a 4-man and 1-lane thing. And for Axe to get this outlaned by a hero, they're in such a good spot. And the Gyro really afforded that capability because they know that they could leave Gyro solo. Normally when you have a carry there, they will get pressured by Axe and they're going to lose farm because of it, and maybe Axe will kill them. But it was the opposite way around here. So the picks that Cole had gave them this huge advantage where they could just roam with their supports. They got a lot done, and it's now pushed into this lane advantage with rotations.
Oh, it
Zeus.
looks like 747 is probably ganked. Penitence will go, the Lightning Bolt is up, but there's the call, and this is a dead hero. Calling Blade will fly next, No Tail looking for more, potentially either the push mid or a kill, but he rotates in with the Metamorphosis ready to go.
Yeah, so OG also doing rotations. Good moves by them. No Sundew yet for Terrorblade, and again, same thing with No Tail actually, just stacking up Clarity Potions this game. But again, did the math last game, it's really worth it if you're considering between going Raindrops or Clarity, look what he did. He grabs the Clarities, he uses it, then he throws it into his backpack. Unlike Raindrop, you don't have to leave it in your inventory. He's not going to be able to tank the damage necessarily, but this gives him way more mana in the course of the game.
It feels like he just wants to be super involved with his team, and so far you can already see, even as a Terrorblade rotating over, just trying to take this tower down. Arrow's going to come through. As 747 does actually dodge it swiftly, although Z-Freak is going to get caught. Penance, Dark Troll Summoner and Snare followed up by the Starstorm gets another easy kill on top of that tower, which Anna gets as well. So all of a sudden, OG turning this around at least a little bit, Purge.
Yeah, that was. It's kind of both teams are doing similar things, except OG's so much better at actually hitting buildings. Cole's good at taking the ganks and getting kills and pushing a little bit, but they're not nearly as good at blowing up buildings.
Let's see what they decide to pick up next for No Tail. Is there anything on the courier? I think it's Treads, I believe. Yep, Treads coming out for No Tail next, so he's starting to get a little bit farmed.
This may be where Cole decides to fight. It's kind of scary, but it's a possibility.
This is a huge invis rune. If S4 can get this, Penance is going to go. I think they have Test of Faith as well, and Moose should fall. Call down will go first. The Calling Blade is there.
Wow.
Nobody TPing in to react, and it looks like that is a giant kill for... And now they'll just put pressure on the tower bottom as well for OG.
And Jax uses ultimate to keep the Alpha Wolf healed up, kind of needed for the push, but you're totally right. That invis changed a lot because they could have maybe defended that, but with the invis call, he's just dead. They can't defend it right now. They may TP in about 6. They don't have cooldown for 30 seconds. They're trying to slow it down because they can't just let all the towers die.
They were looking
and at the
to
same
set up
time,
a no-tail top lane, and he TP's out.
Yeah, and that would have been a good way to sacrifice their tower, but they're diving now.
Moo trying to fight. S4 trying to TP out. He will make it, so Jerax and Fly now have to leave as well. Moo kind of hemmed in. The creeps will surround him for the time being.
Ooh,
now
Melon,
Swindle's
huge miss.
Finger of Death. Fly gets blown away, but he is okay with being the sacrificial lamb as Jerax is now back underneath his tier 1 tower.
Would have been a great moment there to have... Ooh, Arrow's going to land
that
him.
arrow is going to hit. Melons is pretty squishy. They have the call down to cover it, though. The Starstorm to come in. Second hit will do the job. Sensor Conqueror's top was there if needed. Moo now getting low. And has already used his leap. He's got 11 wand charges if need be. And Monkeys is just going to try to block them with the treants as best as possible. Here comes the Moonlight Shadow. Heroes flies back in with the cask. They might dive this. The treants are still there, but it looks like Moo will be able to get out for now.
Very close. Moo trying to maximize his damage, but there's just been too many like creeps and summons and stuff like that for Rocket Barrage to do a lot of damage. This is one of the problems with Gyrocopter is that you need to clear all of the small stuff with Flat Cannon and Call Down. That way your Rocket Barrage can really impact the fights in the mid portion of it. So another tower falling for OG's advantage. The rotations work so well for Cole for a bit there, but Cole's just not ready to take a fight.
Yeah, they're starting to fall behind. And with all these towers, OG's getting closer and closer to these big items. In particular, the Blink Dagger for S4. He's just setting up and farming. He's not going to play with his team probably until he has that. So that is, I think, the biggest item in the game so far. And maybe, you know, his Aghanim Scepter could be huge. They hit the arrow on the move. This dive is happening. Penance is here. They will bring him down. No axe needed. TP in for Complexity's Monkeys, as well as another Z-Freak. The Death Ward dropped down by Fly. 747 comes in. He's already used his Lightning. Now he'll use that Thunder God's Wrath and helps get a kill, at least on the Chen. Monkey's getting dove, but so far, Anna looking for Melons next. He's going to fall. They drop the Veil. Anna in trouble. 747. He's already used his ulti. The Thunder comes out from No Tail, and now 747 is getting chased down, but No Tail
needs a TP.
kind of slow, and he is just going to use it after the Lightning Bolt comes out. No Tail will stay alive, and Monkeys can't get there in time. So when it's all said and done, I think it's a 3-for-2 exchange, I believe, and a much better one for that of OG.
But it was still okay, considering the fact that Cole is behind and they defended their tower finally. They just got into the fight. One of the negatives was that Zeus wasn't able to get his Veil off. The grouping of OG, they're all pretty spread out, so he didn't get to maximize his damage quite as high as he wanted to. But at least he gets 1 kill on the Chen, I believe, was about it.
Yes, I think so.
Could have been worse, certainly.
But the big problem with that for Complexity is that S4 did farm that Blink Dagger while that was all happening. So in the next fight he's going to be in, and they're going to just be able to be even more aggressive with it.
Yeah, absolutely. I like the item build that Z-Freak went for. He got a medallion here. It's going to try to keep Gyro more alive when he gets jumped on. One of the weaknesses of Gyro is single target physical damage, and Terrorblade's got that. Here comes the gank.
Yep, the call will go. No spins just yet. They have the pen.
It's still the Centaur.
Conqueror stomp, Elberry smash as well. And, well, he doesn't get the Calling Blade, but not really needed. It's only a little bit of movement speed. So, coming in, though, 747. Moonlight Shadow's going to go. Lightning Bolt comes out. Jump and call. Now the mech is up. They need another arrow. They're going to find it. Beautifully done, and they should get this kill. Yeah, and he can't even get Jerax down before going down. Although Jerax was pretty low. They're also chasing elsewhere. They're looking for Monkeys. Oh, No-Tail's coming in. Melons, he's got the Earth Spike. Needs to be careful.
That's a kill.
Cast will come through the Death Ward. He's got Sunder.
He's got a Hex.
And they're going to use it. The Finger of Death. He's still alive. The call saving his life. Sunder's there. He doesn't
No
use
way.
it. He doesn't even need it. 4 dead. He'll just TP himself home. And Anna finds himself a double kill with the Starstorm. S4 again hitting these big spells. Again, it's the Berserker's Call that does it this time.
Cole's just getting further and further behind. I mean, there was talk about the Helm of the Dominator on the gyro allowing him to steal creeps from Chen, but that one actually cost him his life in the last fight, just giving his opponents an easy Centaur setup. And he hasn't even finished his Aquila yet. The Helm of the Dominator's kind of giving him some space, but I almost wonder if he should have just skipped it this game. It's difficult, though. The pressure has come on so early that you can't even really think of a lot of item solutions that will solve these problems. They just need to be together and actually reacting to the places that OG are going to be. But that's going to take a lot of prediction because there's not a lot of wards on the map, and they can't use Zeus ulti to scout either.
I feel like it's got to be frustrating, given the fast start they had, to just get caught up and so much in tower deaths and just in general. S4 is going to make it happen.
Yeah, I totally agree. So Cole kind of moving together towards the top lane. Be finishing their Wraith Band here any moment. And a little bit of armor like that will make a difference, but it's mostly the chain stuns that I feel are a big impact. And Cole still can easily win a fight. I mean, their burst damage that they've had is so good against the OG heroes until they start building like BKBs and pipes and stuff like that.
And they're going to try to at least take the tier 1 tower top lane, but I think this is going to be more than anything a trade. By the time this is taken down, I think the tier 2 tower bottom will have also fallen. They have Metamorphosis. I don't think he needs to use it. I think this tower is just going to be gone. Tier 1 tower top lane for a tier 2 tower bottom. And they continue the pressure. No-Tail, again, he still has that Metamorphosis if he wants to go mid, if he wants to go bottom. This tier 2 mid is in trouble. Melons is going to jump in. He's going to get jumped on by S4 with the call. No counter Helix procs coming out. The Hex will come through. Finger's not up. Death Ward zoning them all back. And here comes the creeps. Melons gets Test of Faith. And Jerax is going to back away. The Penitent's on cooldown. They want this tower. They're going to get it. Zeus ult. Great mech, but the tower hit will bring at least Jerax down. Meanwhile, guess who's bottom? No-Tail Metamorphosis is up. The Reflection will go. Monkeys has to back away. And No-Tail is going in. Sunder used. Now the jump and call into two. Culling Blade misses, so they're still alive for now. Jump in the Starstorm. They're looking for more. 747 getting low. No-Tail will bring him down. He's already out of the Sunder. Getting hit up with an auto attack. He needs one more to get this kill. The Moonlight Shadow, the phase boost to get there. The drum as well. No detection. And No-Tail might actually make it out. He'll TP on the high ground. He should have died there, but somehow makes it out alive.
That should have gone way worse for OG after that beautiful swap from the Venge, but they couldn't kill the Terrorblade, and it was really the cask from Witch Doctor that helped it. I mean, the Zeus just hasn't been able to sit in the back and keep doing nukes because he just keeps getting chain stunned. The S4 initiations are absolutely winning these fights here because he's always off to the start, initiating on the big damage dealers.
I mean, what is he sitting on now? He's going Blade Mail next. He actually has it already, so
it's really good against
he
Gyro.
needs the broadsword, but yeah, he's gonna have that Blade Mail soon.
And there is no mech being built on Cole. They went for a drum on Nature's Prophet. Not too surprised to see no mech, but I mean, they need a little bit of a team fight edge, and something like a heal in that vein could really make the difference, as we've seen.
They pick
Like
up
they've got
a for Moo. I think that he needs more damage, and that'll help, but he's just getting killed so easily in these fights, I think.
Oh, he's queued up Eggs. Please, yes, please build it. It's actually so good, honestly. Like, it's maybe not so good, but it's definitely viable. It basically doubles your physical damage as soon as you buy it. It's like a permanent DD, essentially, based on your attack speed once you pick it up. The survivability it gives is pretty good, and that's something Gyro needs. And then you can scale your items into so many other cool ways. And you can farm neutrals actually fast instead of having to rely on, like, really inefficient stars, just stat items.
Oh, Jerax, Finger of Death. He's somehow still alive. The mech, the Zeus ult. They used everything for that kill. Air won't connect. Meanwhile, there's the Death Ward. The cast bounces through the call to follow up. Good swap out from Z-Freak. No-Tail coming in 18 seconds or 12 seconds before he has his Metamorphosis. Sunder goes on to move. Z-Freak getting chased down. A couple more auto attacks, and Anna will get this on an unstoppable spree for him. No-Tail, though, in trouble. He might fall here. He will. A 2-for-2 trade that is much more favorable for Complexity than it is for OG. TP coming in for Monkeys. He's got Sprout up in a second here. Anna, leaping 5. Arrow coming through. Nice sidestep for Monkeys. And Anna might fall. 747. They
Nice
get the kill. Last auto attack for Monkeys, and it's 3 down for OG. Finally, a favorable fight for Complexity.
That fight was giant for Cole. I mean, it's really just showing Terrorblade and how ineffective he is if he doesn't use Metamorphosis. Like, he got the Sunder off for half of his HP, but it just doesn't matter because eventually they're going to burst through it. They do have some good sustain with, like, Chen and Witch Doctor, but the edges are starting to show of their strategy a little bit because it's hard for Terrorblade to just get ready and start fighting. Maelstrom picked up for Nature's Prophet. I cannot wait to see Moo buy a point booster because then he's hard committed to buying it. So any moment, hoping he picks it up.
There's a courier going to the secret shop, and there it is.
Yes. All right. So Ags Gyro, you get 2 attacks basically, and then you can buy like orb effect items. Maelstrom is fantastic. It's probably the best solution against Terrorblade this game because it doesn't force you to require just flat cannon to do AoE. You can just always do AoE.
Death Ward coming out, canceled. There's the cast. They want to make sure they get this kill on Z-Freak. It's a nice little pickup. It is a support. So as 4 comes, it shows off the blade mail, and that's that.
He lived pretty well actually. He's got Solar Crest picked up.
Yep.
Very relatively inexpensive item now. It's only about 2,400 gold, I think, 25. And it gives him 25% evasion. And he's basically they're gonna get Ags on Gyro. They're probably gonna pick up like a Maelstrom with maybe a Mask of Death, and they're just gonna throw the Solar Crest on him. And he's gonna be super tanky because of the Ags build up. And he's going to deal tons of damage, and he's going to have armor from the Solar Crest and some evasion as well. It's a really cool build. This game.
The way somebody described it to me the other day on the panel, which I thought was very interesting as an Agden's Gyrocopter, is you don't want to go in and you want to fight with a Daedalus first. You don't want to just go in naked like phase Daedalus. You would rather have some sort of survivability before going in, and not even just that, but the extra auto attack from the side gunner helping out as well. It does a lot of extra damage.
And honestly, the jungling aspect is huge because Gyro jungling with Rocket Barrage is atrocious because most of them have magic resistance. Jungling each camp with flat cannons also atrocious because it takes way more than 6 attacks to clear a wave.
Right.
So once you get Ags, you can actually just jungle, which Gyro has a huge issue with because of all the nerfs that happened as a result of his OP ancient jungling. So the Ags is one of the solutions, in my opinion, to making this here good. Do you have talent tree bugs, by the way? Like, they're getting talent trees, but I can't see them.
Oh, yeah, I can't see the little
I have to,
leaves
like,
on the
mouse
trees.
highlight.
Yeah, you have to
That's
mouse
too bad.
over it.
We're going for a swap here. This is a good fight.
Good leap over. Magic Missile is still there. They actually get the Glimmer Cape off, but the dust is up. Earth Spike, they have Finger if they need it. Looks like the Hand of Gobble goes. Zeus Salty. They finally bring him down again. They commit so much for it, but they still get the kill. Z-Freak is low. Elsewhere, there's split pushing happening. This Tier 3 tower is actually about to fall. Shrines are now open for business. They want to go for him for OG, but push continues for Complexity.
Ags almost up. Oh, they're going to catch Nature's Prophet, though.
I think he's probably dead. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's gets another one. Call down will go. They
Oh.
found Jerax. He went a little too far in on his own. All right.
This Gyro plus Zeus combo just feels really good. Normally, they're good, but they're not amazing because the burst they have is just okay. But putting them together is really changing stuff. People are dying so fast. And it's comboed nicely with the Sables between the line and the bench. I actually really do like the draft that Cole's going for here.
There still is a net worth advantage for OG, but as you mentioned, Moose is going to start doing some serious work here momentarily. He's only about 600 gold away from this Aghanim Scepter. We've seen Monkeys get involved. Like you mentioned, the Zeus has done a great job. He's got his Aether Lens. He's close to his Blink Dagger after getting Veil first. So, I mean,
Good choice.
What do? Do you keep finding pickups for Complexity as they've done and just try to split up the map as best as possible?
I actually think they're pretty okay right now. It was looking real scary. I mean, they lost their Tier 3 tower right at the start of the game, basically. These Shrines could be dead, for example, if OG wanted to. And in fact, I think they should maybe with the Chen creeps. Split push and try to kill those, because it would kill almost all the map control Cole has, other than the whole like TP anywhere Zeus ult kind of thing. But yeah, they're just going to send some illusions at it. This is a really good way for OG to get some map control here. And on Cole's side, despite them losing that, I still think they're in a good place because of their super burst damage and their tanky core, and I think they have a good late game outlet with the Ags.
Well, at what point do you build a BKB for OG? I mean, S4's got it on his quick buy now, but does No Tail do the same, or does he go for another item?
That's a harder question, definitely. Terrorblade's armor is super high, so him BKBing is pretty safe, to be honest, but he does still have to worry about things like Medallion or the Solar Crest, Wave of Terror. I don't know if a BKB is quite ready for him. I think he needs another damage or tanky item. Maybe like a Scotty first would be good, just increase. But it's hard. If he increases the HP of his illusions, it just makes the Zeus passive do more damage. It's actually a pretty tough Terrorblade game. The Cole picks are quite good against it.
Luckily for OG, I think the rest of his heroes are going to make space for him. Anna gets a Blink Dagger now. S4, we've already talked about his next item choice. But it looks like it might be time to go for Complexity. They have the Aghanim Scepter purchased up for the Gyrocopter. That side gunner is ready to go. And they're going to try to run into Roche, or at least check it before going up to the high ground. There's a good vision coming out from OG. It will spot out positioning for Complexity. Thunderclap onto Z-Freak, slowing him down a little bit. They'll move towards the Shrine. Meanwhile, the top tier 2 tower is getting split push and might get taken down. This is the last outer tower that Complexity has.
Are they just gonna go for the Roche? I mean, they can certainly kill it fast with Solar Crest and Wave of Terror.
Yeah, it looks like that's the case. Yeah, this
And
thing falls quick.
Suzy does find the last ward as well, but they do know they're Roshing.
So what do you do? I don't know if you just flip push and they're moving over there now.
It's pretty low. I think they might be able to get in time here. But the Egg's making a big difference here, but they're gonna...
S4 would have to move now. Arrow coming in. It's gonna hit Roshan,
thank you.
only helping them. So that's...
Yeah, they're giving up.
So we're gonna miss, I guess.
Alright. Now things are really scary for OG because Gyro's already insanely tanky. Alright, now the talent tree just blacked out for me on him.
Jerax getting chased down. Glimmer Cape going again. Nelon's coming in. Earth Spike not there. Zeus ulti. Jerax trying to TP. That's not going to work. He just got True Sight from the Zeus ult. Jerax is somehow still alive. Mech will go. He's got the Shrine. They're going to try to turn. No, look at this. They're just pushing at least with the illusions on the range racks. And in the top lane as well. Anna's going to work on the tier 3 tower. Yes, they get the kill onto Jerax, but is it really that important? The range racks has taken half of its HP and damage. And the tier 3 tower, the same.
I think OG is feeling where this game is going, and it's definitely split push. I don't think they feel stronger than Cole at the moment. They're getting kind of overrun by the overall damage. I mean, they're going to build a pipe and stuff that'll help against Zeus, but if the fight goes on for like 15 to 20 seconds of Zeus casting spells, they are going to lose that fight, almost for sure.
All right.
So Cole basically has to prep for the anti-split push is going to be their goal here. 30 damage talent tree for the Gyro. I think it's fine to skip the magic resistance. I really want him to get the movement speed at 20. I think the cooldown is actually really overrated for Gyro. Lower cooldown on Barrage and Flat Cannon is amazing, but with Ags, I don't think you have to go that far down that path. I think the movement speed's more important since you're skipping Sanjin Yasha.
Why is it only the Gyrocopter's talent tree is completely blacked out? So weird.
Is it just him?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
just him.
I had it happen to Zeus, I think, too, actually.
Oh, is it? Let me check.
It's weird. It's inconsistent.
It's really strange. Anyway, it doesn't matter. What does matter, though, you talked about the anti-split push. I do think Complexity has some ways to deal with it. I mean, they have a Gyrocopter and a Nature's Prophet, for God's sakes. They have very good wave clear. That much can be said.
Yeah, they're definitely good at wave clear, but I'm more concerned about the fact that they need more mobility. Most split push actually happens just because people will show up, push the lane. Oh, almost
That
getting
arrow
monkeys.
almost hit. He
He
still might be in
die.
trouble. Reflection is up. Sprout will come through. Do they have a Quelling Blade? I'm not sure if they need one. He's going to try to TP out. Yeah, he's fine, actually.
Okay.
Quelling Blade was definitely needed. Swap out. S4, BKB's going to go. Call, not going to hit.
They're hitting
He's able to
buildings.
Get out in time. TP will go for him. They have no way of stopping this. As this swap now on cooldown.
I mean, their barracks is dying.
Oh, God, the split push is happening. The Glyph has to go. Anna's coming in. He hits there on Melons, but he thinks twice about going in. And now the Glyph is down, but top lane, there might be a fight breaking out. The cast will come through. No Tail's going to TP home. Here comes Jerax. They're looking. They're on the hunt. S4, Moonlight Shadow is gone. Moo is very speedy, though, with those phase boots. He also has the Aegis, so even if he gets caught, they'll have to kill him twice. They're still chasing.
Swindle's making big mistake in that last fight. Elimination mode really showing some players not completely top tier at all the heroes. Like, he keeps Blink Earth Spiking, and you got to go for Hex. I don't think he knew that Terrorblade had a Blink Dagger, perhaps, but it's very, very safe to Blink Hex because people cannot react usually, and that could have been a Terrorblade kill.
Yeah, I think so.
On the bright side, they only did damage to the melee barracks, it looks like, so that could be healed up if the split push is delayed.
They've cleared out the wave, but it's not that far. I mean, they just keep having No Tail send his illusions down to different locations. By the way, after the BKB, he is going, or after the blink, he is going for BKB. So that was the answer to the question. And Ana picks up one as well. So, all right.
Yeah, it's the only good solution against the Zeus. You can't try to resist against it with like a hood or something, and there's obviously a lot of disables as well coming from Cole, so they do kind of have to go towards BKB. That way they feel like they can at least jump into a fight and not die right at the start or lose half their HP, because that means that they won't get multiple cycles off of their spells. And the blink for Terrorblade kind of works as well. It's very good for split pushing, obviously, and also he can just blink in, use Manta style, and pop his Metamorphosis and try to burst somebody really rapidly, like Zeus. Get on top of him, kill him. Although he's picking up an E-Blade, so that might be hard.
Speaking of next items, too, you do have the Gyro picking up a Satanic now. So he's not going into any further right-click, at least yet. He wants more survivability.
Okay, it's the safer build for sure. I'm kind of a big fan of the Maelstrom, but there isn't that much passive farming, so I think this is justified completely.
Right.
And this means even if he's chain stunned, he might be able to live through it, and he might be able to beat an Axe, actually. One of the benefits against Blade Mail here is just buy more survivability items and more survivability items, so that not only can you stay alive better, but your damage doesn't go up that much, and therefore Blade Mail doesn't reflect as much. But the split push continues, and it looks kind of like Cole is gonna let their tier 3 fall.
Yeah, they're doing damage to the enemy tier 3. There is a Glyph still, and here comes the Terrorblade, and with Metamorphosis, he can take this Rax just as fast as they can. if not faster. They're smoking up. Metamorphosis is gone. They want to cancel TPs, I think. Complexity are backing away instantly. TP coming out from one,
have
from
glyph.
another, and it looks like they might keep their melee racks alive. It was a good attempt coming out from No-Tail. Now they're on the run. They will find Monkeys. They almost get the other one, Z-Freak, but Monkeys will certainly fall. So the split push was just beautiful there from OG.
Yeah, so basically every moment an OG hero needs to go to a lane and push it because it's going to allow them opportunities like this where they can actually get those kills. And maybe Cole needs some wards that help against the split push, like planting wards somewhere like here on the map or maybe here on the map would really help. That way you can see them actually running towards the racks and they can prepare during those pushes. But Cole seems to be a little bit behind the reaction of what they should do. I know it's difficult when they're split pushing this much. It's very hard to find opportunities to even attempt to do it. And I think that's what they're running into right now.
They're going to have to get something going here with these next couple of items. They have purchased a gem. I mean, they already have Zeus, so dewarding is not difficult, but it's going to be even easier now. And getting map control for them is going to be one of the most important things. They feel more comfortable walking out and dealing with the split push. For now, they'll walk out together with the exception of Mu, who's a little bit further forward. Satanic very close to completion, about 1,000 gold away. And that's going to be a huge item. He already has a lot of HP just from the raw Reaver, so he should be pretty survivable still.
And then every item after that allows him to deal with the Terrorblade pretty straightforward. Either if he's going to buy, I don't know if he's going to buy Maelstrom or not. I don't even know if he needs to because he's got a Zeus on his team. But if he's against him solo, something like a cleave like that would be very nice. But I could definitely see him going like Daedalus afterwards. Monkey King Bar is always an option as well because you could just chain mini stun somebody, do a lot of magic damage that way. There's a lot of ways that he can go. He can build so many items on this build. So much more fun than the regular one.
I get him 747. Interesting. And Snare, it's up onto 747, but maybe it's going to be Melons that gets killed here. Good swap out. No-Tail Metamorphosis is in there. They get the call to Mu. He's going to get chopped down. S4 calling Blade. Now Z-Freak getting chased as well. He gets blown away. I think No-Tail's... No, actually, he didn't even use the Sunner. Just did some serious damage with auto attacks coming out of the Starstorm. Monkeys will make it away. He has the mech. He didn't get it off in time. He TP'd. Now they're chasing further. They'll find Melons.
Wow.
3 dead. And with Mu now down for 50 seconds and Metamorphosis back up ready to go, I would imagine this is probably Rax, if not.
Yeah, Cole did not expect their opponents to be there, and now they've got 3 dead heroes, 2 without buyback.
Oh, that call was close for S4. He actually is a little too far in, but here comes No-Tail. Reflection is up the Metamorphosis. He pops the Shrine. That'll keep Monkeys alive. Arrow coming through, sailing between the both of them, right through the uprights. And now they'll just move in and take this melee Rax. Buyback comes out from the Vengeful Spirit. The Glyph is back up. And OG will wait for the next creep wave to come out, but still no Gyrocopter for 20.
They're going to go high ground here.
Yeah, this is going to be the melee Rex gone. Do they want to go for more is the question. It's like they're going to back up for now.
You know, considering how many times their barracks got hit, I think it's about time a Rax actually fell.
Yeah, true.
The melee barracks on the bot lane is actually fully healed at this point too, so
well,
they're feeling pretty safe at the moment on OG's side, especially with that little teamfight win. That was a nice little pick. They used the swap to save Swindle Mounds, and then Gyro got gone on by S4 again. S4 making perfect initiations.
But as far as the top racks, that's not at the end of the world, Purge. I feel like it's just one building at this point, and Complexity should be able to deal with that with all the waves.
It's not, but it makes it harder because they've already been having trouble getting across the map when their waves are in a good spot, and now it's just going to be even harder because the melee creeps just have way more HP. The Treants aren't going to be able to influence it as much. One nuke from the map won't influence it as much.
Right.
It'll take like somebody there actively pushing, and maybe that could be like grabbing a Satyr for Gyrocopter that he can use to split push. Something like that would be great.
Running uphill. Earth Spike onto 2. They have the Glimmer Cape. Sentry drop down. Zeusult comes in. Here's Monkeys. S4 still rather tanky. Mana Drain. Mech will go. Gets sent home by Jerax perfectly. Melons is still on the hunt looking for another Earth Spike. It'll be onto Jerax. Mana Drain comes out. 747 wants any kill that he possibly can get. But right now, it's not looking great. Great cast. The Death Ward brings him down, and here comes No-Tail. Ghost Scepter from 747. He'll be able to TP home, but Z-Freak might not be so lucky. Anna on the hunt looking for one more auto attack. Will get the kill. They even get the Sprout for Monkeys. Might be able to get out. No, I think the cask is gone. And it looks like he'll die to the penitence of the auto attack damage coming out from the rest of them.
Ooh, Moobot out too.
And he is done. He does actually still have buyback. I think he might have sold before dying.
And that could very easily be 2 sets of racks right now. They're going to have to buy back at least.
Yeah.
Oh, he sold before he died.
Yeah,
Okay.
he did sell, yeah.
That was a very good move there. He thought he was going to be able to get out bot upon fear, but did he get all the gold out of it? That's the real question.
I'm
think
not sure.
he might have.
It's still
Yeah,
a
they
3
absolutely
versus
have
5,
to buy
though. But they do force the buyback, and that's, I mean, that's more than enough. Does No-Tail, did he use Metamorphosis there? He still has it. They still have Metamorphosis, and he's going. He has a Chrysalis, by the way.
Like the issue basically is Gyro's net worth is not skyrocketing. There hasn't been that much downtime for farming. He hasn't felt very comfortable split pushing either because Axe has been a big deal. And even heroes like Mirana and Wish Doctor are super problematic because he doesn't have BKB, so he has to worry about all that magic new killing him. In some ways, maybe he should have gotten the magic resistance.
Good swap at the arrow, hits Z-Freak. They're looking for more of the Starstorm coming in. Anna taking some damage from the Lightning Bolt now. Reflection is up, Melons is gone. Death Ward again, plays beautifully by Fly in the low ground, zoning them all out. Jerax walks up, almost dies, pops the mech, still will go down to the Zeus ult. Here comes the Metamorphosis, the call down, doing some nice job. No tail is low. Sunder, can he get it off in time? He can't. Big kill. They bring him down. That damage is too heavy. And now S4 and crew have to run. He pops the blink, or excuse me, the BKB. Monkey's looking for a sprout. He'll find it. I think S4 probably falls here. That BKB is going to go down pretty soon. And the body blocks from the transfer there. Very good fight for Complexity, showing they aren't dead yet, and they get the gem back as well.
And that all started from a little bit of miss micro, I think, from Jerax, where he ran in with his hero. I don't think he expected to do that, but again, elimination mode playing heroes people aren't fully comfortable with, and mistakes happen like that. Yeah. And BKB now for Monkeys. That should be Gyro finishes his Satanic. He's going to continue going tankiness, going for a Butterfly next, a hybrid damage and tankiness item. But I think it's a good idea against the Terrorblade.
Well, he could use any real effective HP that he can get.
Yeah, absolutely. His damage is certainly mediocre right now, and he goes for the cooldown reduction. The only benefit that I'm seeing from this, honestly, is the lower Satanic cooldown. Yeah, your phase boots come off cooldown faster, you get more flax and rock barrage. I just don't think it's worth it. 35 movement speed is insane. And you can attack while moving now. Like, I honestly don't get why people pass this up. Maybe if he has BKB, it's worth it. But I'm not a fan. I really don't like this perk. I think a lot of pros make a mistake on it.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it does end up. I mean, again, you talked about the lack of damage I think Mu has currently, and I think the cooldown reduction kind of helps with that, but even so, I'm with you on this.
It's so small.
Yeah,
like, it's so small. Yeah, you get more rocket barrages, but you've got an Ags, man. Just pump up, like, just stay alive and use your items to pump up your damage and get more out of that.
Here's
like,
the
he's
Moonlight
gonna
Shadow. Miss Blink, swap back, S4. They're kind of going to go in here. Z-Freak taking the Starstorm. The cast will come through. Zeus ult comes out. No tail. Still has his BKB. Meta up in 25. Earth Spike on it too. That might be what they need. Hand of God, they're going to try to send back one. Will they make it in time? It's Anna. He makes it just barely. Great call onto 3. Now they're going to try to turn this. Here comes No Tail, the Death Ward. Monkeys might fall first and will. Now Moo in trouble as well. Satanic pops. I don't know if he can do enough damage. A great 4-man Earth Spike from Melons. Doing the best that he possibly can. And Moo is still alive somehow. S4 going to walk up to the high ground. He gets caught by 747. And back in is Anna. Starstorm. They do end up bringing Moo down. And they will find Melons next. It almost went so well for Complexity, but OG, they just have too much, even after those insane Earth Spikes from Melons.
Yeah, that Satanic absolutely paying off for the Gyrocopter there. I do think that the movement speed could have saved him there. It could have given him the option of actually leaving the fight instead of being hard committed. But still, very, very close fight that ultimately went all right. But OG's up a lot faster than the Cole heroes are. It was basically perfect fight start. I mean, the Axe went in, went for a call, missed it. At that point, Cole can just do whatever they want, more or less.
You could see No Tail being hesitant as well. He didn't get Metamorphosis till the end of that fight. I don't even think he had it for pretty much the
Oh, really?
30th.
I didn't even see that.
He kind of was like hesitating to go in and out. And they had to send Anna back home. If Anna was there when that call comes from S4, they die a lot quicker, and that fight goes a little bit better. Arrow's going to head onto the Zeus, by the way. It's a full duration arrow. And Roche is going to go down. Looks like No Tail will take the Sun will fly. Anna will get the Aegis. Zeus ult coming out. Ethereal Blade. Not dead yet. Here comes No Tail trying to fight. Metamorphosis and his illusions are up doing the best they can. Anna now coming up looking for 747. The Death Ward. They'll find the Zeus. He's now down for 40 seconds. Monkey's BKB was popped. No Tail. He used his as well. Let's see if they continue to fight here. Complexity looking to get up the high ground. Melons decided against it. Meanwhile, top range racks will go down. It's a full set now gone. And Complexity has to go home to deal with this. But they're still looking for Melons. Smoke is up. S4. He's got the blink in 8 seconds, so it's on cooldown. And Melons is looking for that Earth Spike. He'll find it. He blinks away. He's got TP if he wants from the side shot, but it's on cooldown for 27 seconds. Meanwhile, there's a couple heroes running down mid. It's Fly getting caught by Monkeys with a... he's just going to be able to get out regardless. And S4 is just looking for... No, he's not going to be able to find him. He blinks into the tree line.
Mirana's really tanky at the moment. She's got a Lincoln Sphere and a Black King Bar, so all the fights are pretty straightforward. And one of the crucial spells this game is actually Maledict. just because of the damage amplification that can come out, especially on heroes like Gyrocopter or Zeus especially. Because Zeus can stop all the physical damage rolling out, but he's having trouble dealing with the magic burst at the moment. He did prioritize armor talent tree over magic resistance as well, so a little bit tougher for him. But something like he's building an Octarine right now that could make a difference, certainly.
He's not too far off. He's getting closer, but they need some more time. Melon's staying top. They're looking for a potential pick onto S4. And split pushing as well will help. Mjolnir now up for the Mirana. And S4 just hiding the tree line for now.
Alright, Sprout doesn't spot, so that means, yeah, S4 should be.
Fine. Keep his home.
So these kind of movements are super important for supports right now. For Melons just to sit in this kind of location, because if they find a hero, that gives them another like 40 or 50 seconds to do stuff on the map. But instead, they're kind of sitting in their base, still worried about the split push since they have an unexposed Rax.
I'm going to defend this tier 3 tower, but the rest of OG's getting in position. Metamorphosis should be back up. It is. He's building into a Bloodthorn next. And they're just kind of waiting. They should still have the Sages. Or not, I guess. I thought they had it. I guess that was used in the last fight, I believe.
I didn't even see who picked it up, to be honest. I know it wasn't Terrorblade, though. It might have gotten killed by Treants, perhaps, but I'm not sure.
Anna had it. It says Anna grabbed the Aegis, so I don't know.
Gotcha.
Well, whatever.
Chen's got a Aether Lens this game. A little bit rare, but the new cast range perk at 10 and the minus 10 seconds Test of Faith cooldown means that he can send people back from really far away and repeatedly nuke. It's kind of a cool build.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
Skipped Ags, but I don't think that's terrible because it just... Oh god, he got the triple arrow. Are you serious?
He's level 25.
I'm really surprised he got that. I guess they're not that attack speed folks, but they are though. Like he could split push with this. I don't know. Seems a little wacky to me.
Might see a fight break out. Lightning Bolt, S4 nearby. He's got the blink ready and the gem.
There's a heart on him too. That's gonna be great for healing up.
These arrows are just sailing through, by the way.
One really good thing about the arrows though is vision.
Yeah.
He can just kind of cast these, and they know about where their opponents might be.
You can really
even
just
if they
spam
don't
them
have
whenever
vision.
they're off cooldown. You just throw
Yeah,
arrows
you'll
out.
lose it obviously, but I mean, if you get a catch or you know where people are, that could be more important in this game than actually having the attack speed bonus.
Yeah. All right. Well, there's a couple heroes getting chased in the jungle. It's both Melons as well as 747. Jump in. Reflection comes out. 747 in some trouble. He's got the Ethereal Blade. He's looking for the TP out. Call is there. The last half second, and now he'll fall. Big pick. He does have a buyback, and the respawn time is only 40 seconds because of the talent. But this is the open avenue OG are looking for.
Yeah, that was huge actually. Didn't get the blink off in time. The reflection cast by No-Tail was perfect. So, does he want his net worth to be worse again? It's pretty much forced to happen now.
Octarine is going to be slowed down. He buys back. Go to his spike. Call, though, to counter-initiate, and now Melons drops instantly. Moo might be next. He has to pop the Satanic early. Anna leaping out. They'll back away for now. The creep wave not there. Zeus ulti. They're going to heal up with Voodoo Restoration. Mech was also used by Jerax. Maybe they could try to turn this back around again. The arrow coming through once more, but it won't hit. It's split too far.
How can you dodge 3 arrows?
Just run,
I like the creep grabs here for Jerax here. He grabbed 2 of the small centaurs because they give magic resistance auras, pretty heavy ones to creeps as well as against heroes. So the Zeus damage being done, it's reduced by like 10% right now because of the 2 centaurs.
They're going to try to be able to push here. Jump in, blink call. They're going to find the Zeus again, but a good swap from Z-Freak still. They find the Zeus nonetheless, and he's dead with no buyback. 4 dead. Moo now caught as well. The Death Ward, he's trying to stand and deliver. The Hand of God is there from Jerax. Moo's done. He's got buyback. Only 2 heroes up, though, and they will lose a second set of racks and probably Megas at this point.
Yeah, fighting against Megas when you're being split pushed this much is so hard, so Cole's going to try to hold things down, but it's going to be difficult.
No more Satanic. It's on cooldown for 8 seconds if they find another initiation, and they will. Blink Call comes out. Blade Mail is up. See you later. And that's probably it, I think. They're going to find a 4th. Melons might be the 5th.
Yeah,
I imagine that's going to be it. Wow.
And that is OG taking the victory.
That's
pretty convincing by the end.
They are repeat champions of elimination mode. 2 seasons in a row. OG looking strong. It was in 5 games against EG in season 2. It's in 4 games against Complexity in season number 3, Purge.
It's a really fun game to watch, though. Super back and forth. I think OG itemized really well this game. I'm sure they love to have the axe. He was pivotal in so many moments, and just having the blade mail and the blink call just pretty much prevents Gyrocopter from buying all of the items he really wants, because it just if he scales too much into damage, he's just going to kill himself. And all the BKBs and things, like OG just itemized perfectly to deal with the problems that Cole presented. And once it got into the late game, they had the solutions, and they kept getting the pickoffs as well. They just outplayed him in everything.
Well, with that said, great series by OG, great series by Complexity, and we'll get our panel to break it all down.
Thank you very much, Mott and Purge. Congratulations once again to OG, 2-time champions of Elimination Mode.
Pretty beautiful stuff from what we saw. Complexity, I will say, put up more of a fight than I think anybody expected, and very good play by them. I like what they've got going on there. Hopefully we'll get to see 747 stick with that team for a little bit. I think they really gel well with him. But, yeah, OG take it in a dominant fashion in Game 2.
Yep. Terrorblade too strong, man.
Yeah, Terrorblade is good.
Good hero.
Good hero.
We had some kind of classic fun elimination mode games, man.
Sure.
Yeah.
Our, position 1 kind of Brewmaster from Moo. That was a lot of fun. I was enjoying a lot of the heroes. I got to say, that last draft from OG, though, that looks like pretty much a captain's draft lineup. They sniped a real good one, I think. The Chen, the Witch Doctor, in terms of supporting duo. And then Axe, TB, Mirana. Like, those are totally fine heroes right now. And I think F.R.I.E was probably the MVP of that game. I don't know, well, maybe not necessarily overall, but he had some insane plays. Like, so many casks, crazy with the Glimmer Cape and the Death Ward. He was just kind of always in that perfect spot to have his teams back.
So, a little bird told me that Jerax only has 2 games on Shen in professional Dota, and both of them were about 4 years ago. So a pretty impressive showing there, given his lack of practice on Shen. You know, honorable mention there, I think.
When you're Jerax, you could do anything, and I think that was just shown right here. Probably one of the best Dota players in the world right now. So.
Yeah.
No-Tail and F.R.I.E, if I'm not mistaken, have now won 2 out of 3 elimination modes and 2 out of 3 captain's draft tournaments.
Wow.
And,
With
the masters of the
Fnatic.
alternate game modes.
3 different teams, too.
So,
Fnatic,
yep.
Secret, and now OG.
And F.R.I.E won the ability draft. So, pretty
Well,
good.
there you go. That's
True.
You got to add it in there. It counts.
Same with majors. 75% of those as well.
Very true. Very true. Good
My
team.
goodness.
Good team.
My goodness.
They
Oh,
sure do
my.
win a lot.
So, what a tournament it's been, Slacks. This is
It has
the
been
end
fun.
of Elimination Mode 3. Another
Yep.
one in the books.
Aw.
Sad, but man, what a fun tournament. We even got to see Monkey King and Techies in one game. The dream came true once. We didn't see any Arc Warden. That dream also came true.
Yep, correct on that one as well. I mean, overall, a lot of memories, a lot of fun, and yeah, just a big thank you to everybody, all the guests that came on, you know, all the players that played in the show match were great, and all the teams participating. But of course, big thank you to you guys for all your participating, helping us ban out heroes, watching every day, and supporting us.
Yeah.
Not the most professional studio in the world, but
Hey.
goddamn it, we're a fun one, and we can't do it without you guys at home.
I
so.
thought we were ESPN 2.0.
I thought we were pretty good. I've been wearing the same shirt for 4 days.
Hey,